Brust and Brad Nortman.
It is a great day to be alive on this Friday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Misiorowski Brust, alongside Kyle Wallace, and of course, longtime NFL punter Brad Nortman. No Alex Strofe. He's up in Door County, so we have the pleasure of having a better producer, part-time Will, running the show. What's up, Will?
How we doing? I'm feeling good.
You're not talking on air. You stink.
Yeah, he's got to update his mic. You got to put it in program.
Boy. There we go. We're all good now.
Woo.
Feeling good after that Miz start last night, Ben.
Oh,
Electric stuff.
Electric stuff. I don't want to go anywhere on this show other than to just sit and soak in what was amazing television.
He was Ms-nificent last night.
Oh, no.
Standing on business.
All right, we have Alex Strofe 2.0.
Those were some mistakes right there.
They made. Yeah, no puns, but gush.
Yes.
Gush all you want. 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talk and Text line. Less is more. You can see us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. And, of course, listen on the all-new ESPN Wisconsin app. Easy to download, easy to listen, easy to use. Here's what I'll say. As soon as I mentioned, my fiance had a girls' night. As soon as my daughter went down, I had to catch up. I paused because I did not want to miss anything. And then when I came back to the 100, 101, 102.
Heat.
And I was like, oh, come on. I didn't get to watch this live with everybody. I felt like I was missing out, but it was amazing.
It was amazing. I mean, I was even thinking about debuts, right? He probably was feeling all the feels of excitement and nerves, all that kind of stuff.
Not that man.
Dude,
that man,
first pitch.
That man is a robot.
He is a robot. He's the kind of superstar I want. I want a superstar like that. Little goofy, little silly, in front of the microphone. He's just a little bit,
Bro, when I saw the man run out to the mound to pitch, I was like, oh my gosh, Alex Strofe's going to pitch.
He's a little better than Alex, huh?
No, at pitching, but not running. They run the exact same. His 3-cone drill wouldn't be any good, but he can throw some heat, some sliders, and since we're gushing, the 92-mile-per-hour changeup that had movement to the right, starting on the right edge of the plate against the lefty off the plate. I was like, Lord.
Yeah, it was something nasty.
I don't understand literally how you can throw like that. Like the physics of throwing a baseball 100 miles per hour plus. I mean, you can even see watching on TV. It's just like, it almost like teleports to the glove. It moves so unbelievably fast. Could you imagine being a batter and you go, boom? He goes right by you.
And part of this is he's 6'7". His arms are so long, he probably releases it much closer to the mound than many other pitchers. And so the 102 feels like 110. It's like the weather outside, right? It's 80, but it feels like 88.
Weatherman.
103 feels like 110 from the Miz.
Yeah, he had batters last night kind of just like, whoa. They couldn't figure it out.
When the command is there.
I mean, when the command is there, he had them like, whoa. And for me, when I think about debuts, like there's a lot of debuts for the Brewers you're always looking to, especially being a Brewers fan your entire life. You hear about upcoming prospects, right? And the Miz, I mean, it was better than what I expected. I expected him to go out there, throw fast, pitch okay, have some ups and some downs, had to get out some jams, as he did. But he was magnificent. He was really good. He was lights out yesterday. Again, the improvements are going to come, but I mean, when you pitch 5 innings and no hits allowed at all against a St. Louis Cardinals team that is not a bad baseball team, that's a good baseball team right there. That is so impressive. He did not disappoint. And what I love about it is that he was so dang talented and so dang good that this wasn't just a talk of Milwaukee because we're local. Everybody in the major leagues was talking about the debut of Jacob Misiorowski yesterday. If you just literally go on Twitter X, you see MLB tweeting out stuff. He was absolutely electric. He was sensational yesterday, and I'm happy he's a Brewer, so hopefully he can continue this going on.
It was one of those games where I was so enthralled in watching him pitch that I didn't care when the Brewers were batting. I know the game was 1-0, and I was like, all right, I want the kid to get, I want him to get a win in his first, ever major league start. But then, after the 5th, top of the 5th, he gets out 1, 2, 3. was there anything more electric than how that transpired in the fifth inning?
I lost my mind.
Were you running around the house?
I was at my parents' house yesterday because baby girl was coming home late. I said, well, I ain't seen my parents all week. Let me go see my parents. And so I'm sitting there, watching the game and hanging out, and the run scores, and I'm like, yeah, there we go, because watching, Joey Ortiz was running down, or no, whoever it was, Caleb Durbin, they were
Joey Ortiz running right behind him because he read it perfectly. Everything was just great.
And so it was perfect, and so I was like, this is exciting, this is summer fun, and then all of a sudden you don't even come down off your high yet, and all of a sudden Jackson Churio first pitch, pow, and Jackson knew as soon as he hit, I said, let's go, baby, let's go. So I was just so excited, but this is what baseball is about. This is what summer fun is about. Like,
are you mocking summer fun with Mark Antanasio?
Milwaukee Brewers.
Yesterday was one of the more exciting baseball games we had all season long. There's been exciting games, but the anticipation of Jacob Misiorowski, where people actually yesterday, there's a lot of people who are Brewers fans or casual Brewers fans that heard the buzz about this kid who can throw fast, right? So people were there to see him yesterday. People watched on TV to make sure that they got to see the debut. And not only did they get to see a great debut by Misiorowski, they also got to see the Brewers have exciting run-scoring game. Like that fifth inning was extremely exciting. And so for me, overall, that was one of the more exhilarating innings I've seen in a while.
Well, the Miz is becoming must-watch TV. How many pitchers would you dial in for? I mean, he's becoming one of those. I remember when the Brewers traded for CC Sabathia. When he took the mound, it was electric. I would tune in to make sure that I was watching those games. Now, it's only been one game. We don't want to crown him too early. But he has that same type of excitement that I will set my schedule to watch those games.
Yeah, it almost reminds me of when you used to open up the paper and they'd have like the box of all of the local teams that you root for, and it had their schedules of when they play and who they play and projected pitchers. It makes me go to the ESPN app and be like, all right, let's click on his name. When's he next scheduled to start? Or you can go really nerdy and go to Fangraphs. They usually have that for you pretty easy. Kyle, yes, Braden was watching the game in his parents' bedroom again. Were you in the bedroom?
No, I was in the kitchen. I did bounce back because I told you I was watching the game and I bounced back. I was talking to my mom. I was bouncing back and going in and out between her bedroom and then going into the kitchen to watch.
Yeah, James the postman on cue right after that. Kyle had an amazing time watching the Brewers from his parents' bed last night. Let's go.
So wait, when you're over, why don't they choose to watch it like in the living room area?
No, everybody watches something different. So they were watching there was a movie, the one with Kevin Hart and the funny guy that we all love, Will Ferrell. There was a movie they had together. He's soft or whatever like that.
Yeah, that's a hilarious
movie. Yeah, so they were watching
He's going to prison, right?
Yeah. So they get hard. They're not as interested in baseball, so you got to be able to.
The Miz makes everyone interested in baseball.
Well, not when you're 70. When you're 70 and a Brewers fan, when it starts to get the playoff time, that's different. But right now, the Miz. But overall, I was excited and trying to explain to them like I'm telling y'all. So what happened
Were they annoyed by you?
No. They love whenever I'm over. I said, y'all got to understand is that, I watch baseball, but I barely played baseball growing up, only a couple years. I said, his fastball was like 103, 101. I said, but changeup, do y'all know how fast the changeup usually is? I know. I was like, changeup typically maybe 78 to 82 miles per hour. 92 mile per hour changeup.
Kyle's yelling at his parents about the Miz.
I was like, y'all don't understand. And so, yeah, it was exciting. It was super fun. But again, it was a phenomenal debut by Misiorowski. He's going to have his ups. He's going to have his downs. But for me, overall, in this moment where he understands that the pressure is here, he really showed up. And shout out to him. He changed his number just so y'all know, too. No longer number 33. He's number 32 now.
What I will say to Ryan and Madison, so if you're going to tease us with this, tell us when Mr. Miz is going to make his next start. Well, according to my projections, you got Freddie Peralta against Eric Fetty tonight. Jose Quintana, Quinn Priester, Chad Patrick after an off day Monday, and then Wednesday, 6/18, Jacob Misiorowski versus Jameson Taillon. Chicago Cubs. His next start is against one of the most potent offenses in the MLB. 2 divisional games. I mean, we're gonna see what the big stiff is made out of.
Have we?
Whoa, the big stiff.
I mean, come on now.
Have we landed on a nickname yet?
I mean, I don't actually. He's not stiff. Did you see those legs wobble last night on the mound when he got
wiry.
hurt?
He's wiry.
It reminded me. Star Wars fans out there? Will, come on, you look like one.
I've seen it, but not a big fan.
All right,
I am.
All right, so when in Return of the Jedi,
Yes.
when the little bears in the Ewoks circle around the choo-choo,
Yeah,
and,
the
and
AT-ATs.
Wow, what is this? Charades?
and the legs wobble and it
Yeah.
goes down.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like when he got hurt on that
Yeah, I
pitch.
could see that.
What a
top
great
heavy.
job of describing
Top
it.
heavy. I follow. Every Star Wars fan knows what you're talking about.
Yes, just got there.
Turn
with
of the
a little
Jedi.
help.
So that was the 70s.
Sorry, I watched
Have you
I
ever
watched
seen that? It was
season
in the
2 or
80s.
No, I've seen it. My cousin showed me those movies when I was a kid, but I'm like, oh, this technology looks different. I like the new ones.
I watched no, the new ones suck.
Oh, shut
I
up.
watched season 2 of Andor last night.
Wait, are you watching that?
Brad,
Okay, because
I watching it?
so season 1 of Andor is super good, and Lexi and I are coming off of the show. We are watching The Pit on Max. We need a new
Season
show.
2.
What is Andor?
Guess what I did right when season 2 ended? I started Rogue One, the movie, right away.
Oh,
What is
one of the best Star Wars movies?
It's criminally underrated.
Yeah, it is. I agree. I'm
You've
dead.
seen Rogue One? You know what we're talking about?
I told y'all I watched the Star Wars series. The only reason I stopped watching The Mandalorian was because Craig stopped giving me his password. I told him I didn't have the password, and he just said, "Oh." And then
Sispack is launching Mizzlers, and I love it. I love it. The no hitter through 5 was awesome because he did have a 3-0 count before rolling his ankle, which wasn't a rolled ankle, which turned into a strained left calf, which is the weirdest injury of all time because everyone who watched that would have said he rolled his right ankle. And then Nick Mears comes in, cleans it up, gives him a clean sheet. You love to see it for the Miz.
Is he the most exciting player on the roster now to you?
Hands down. Are you kidding?
he's
electric. He's electric. But Jackson got up there first pitch. I mean, the kid's 21. He's pitch, home run.
Pop.
He got some pop. But literally, all this hoopla happening around this, and Misiorowski, fantastic. You score the runs, and as a 21-year-old kid, first pitch, you're taking it 400 feet deep.
Yeah, that's
Like that to me is like, damn, these guys. Some of these kids are just meant for the moment. Like right now, we'll see if Miz is meant for the moment. But Jackson, there's
people
no
are going to try and tell me right now that momentum isn't real. You're going to try and tell me right now that momentum isn't real. I hate those people. It's like I had a teammate who would say like, the outcomes of games are just statistical. Blah 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 blah. I was like, nah, bro. There's such thing as momentum, and you can feel it. It may not be able to be measured by statistics, but you feel a jolt and an energy when you have a 6'7", wobbly 103 armed pitcher come in out of AAA, go no hit through 5 against a team in your division that was ahead of you like a week ago, and you find a way to get the momentum with the bats in the 5th. That's not a coincidence, in my opinion. Now, if you want to be a statistical guru, go ahead. I'm not here for it.
Yeah, I mean, I love stats, but there still is humans playing out there, and humans are emotional. So I would even imagine what if you are batting and your starting pitcher is the Miz. Like, it would be electric. I can't wait for him to pitch again.
Oh, no. I shouldn't say, oh, no, because I need the confidence. I'm thinking of Kyle Tucker right now. I'm thinking of Pete Crow Armstrong. I'm thinking of two lefties versus the righty. We're going to see how he's going to do righty-lefty against two of the best hitters in baseball right now.
Let's do it. Can't wait.
Bring it on. Chef Ed says he's usually more reserved, but the kid is the real deal.
Real deal.
Get it? Real deal.
Nice, Chef Ed.
Cooking with Chef Ed right there. 800-990-3776. If you want to gush on Jacob Misiorowski, you absolutely can. Will, are you ready for the Wheel of Will today? It's not next. I just want to make sure you're ready for it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I worked out beforehand just in case I had to do push-ups. Just make sure I'm still feeling
I was going to say, you're not Strofe. Strofe is unathletic.
It's funny watching
you
him do
played
push-ups.
D3 college sports.
Can I just see him
what
do
what can we a jump squat?
I want to see do a jump squat.
Put
right
yourself
now?
on
put
yourself on stream.
I want to see you do a jump squat
because we had to watch Strofe do the most unathletic jump squat of all time.
Because what I saw yesterday was egregious, and I just it made me
Will's a college athlete. I mean, he should be able to do a jump squat.
Let's see how he do it.
Let's just
do a jump squat.
Just by the way he prepares the space, I can already tell. Oh, the hands.
Oh, that's an athlete. That's an athlete right there.
I mean,
it's not so much to ask.
It's the man in Strofe. Okay? This is normal. He, like you said, he prepped himself.
Remember when Strofe arms up, down,
up in the air.
His body doesn't work together.
Doesn't know how. I told you his brain does not. The muscles don't connect with the nervous system.
I can't believe it. Thank you for bringing
Good job, Will.
renewed hope
in young people.
Yeah, got to bring some athleticism to the producer group.
Jason Wilde joined us yesterday, and he had an interesting exchange with Matt LaFleur. We talked a lot about it a little bit, but when I think about all right, do you have well, you've listened enough. The guys who need to take let's test them. Next step. Do you know what to press here?
That's football.
I didn't know.
That is football.
I couldn't go wrong with that.
You couldn't go wrong with that, so you win. That's football wins. When I say something too many times, we get the dun 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 dun.
Good luck finding.
not
Yeah,
sure
it's
he
gonna.
knows
Give me a second. I'll find it in the break.
label
Have it on the other side. But in terms of the next step, there's about 4 guys that I think are critical outside the obvious. Obviously, Lucas Van Ness needs to take that next step. There's some more sure things. Who that you've witnessed on the Green Bay Packers underperform needs to put all doubt aside next year. 800-990-3776. That's the conversation Jason was having essentially with Matt LaFleur about the young players. A lot of flashes, not a lot of consistency. More next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I'm not Mr. Education. I think that's very clear.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not anti-education. I'm not very educated. Is that fair?
That's fair.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The 2015 Wisconsin men's hoops team gave us all a march to remember.
There will be no undefeated champion on Wisconsin with an unbelievable stretch drive to the championship game.
On June 26th, enjoy an intimate celebration with the stars of the run with Made 'em Believe. Presented by M3 Insurance. World-class expertise and individual attention. Tickets are on sale now at uwhoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe, June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
Rivals meet again when the Brewers battle the Cardinals June 12th through the 15th. Come for a duel between the Contreras brothers on the diamond and stay for one of the best weekends of summer. It's Tropical Day, Saturday, June 14th, featuring a Brewers straw hat with special tickets. Then take Dad to the Father's Day game for a Barrelman cooler giveaway on June 15th. It doesn't get any better than this. Get in on the action at Brewers.com.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Pro Paint Days are back at Lowe's, and My Lowe's Pro Rewards members can save even more with limited time deals. Right now, buy one, get one half off. Select HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Primer and Ceiling Paint. Plus, get free same-day delivery to your job site when you order by 2 p.m. Offer valid through 6/13. Delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Additional terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Huge news. Right now at Wendy's, you can get a Son of Baconator for just $3. I don't think you understand this situation. The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich melted cheese. That Son of Baconator is only $3. Thank you to whoever wished upon that star. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii, not valid on a combo or on third-party delivery platforms.
The big gig is back, starting June 19th. 9 days, hundreds of musical acts. Summerfest in Milwaukee is the event of the summer. Plus, tune into 94.5 ESPN all 3 weekends for Summerfest Saturday. Enter for your chance to win tickets to the ESPN Wisconsin app or visit summerfest.com. We'll see you out there.
Protect the Package golf outing takes place on August 16th at Ironwood Golf Course. Come be a part of the most unique outing in the state while helping loved ones battle cancer. Proceeds benefit the This Time Tomorrow Foundation. Sign up your foursome at thistimetomorrow.org under the Events tab.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I fell for the devil's daughter. Contreras goes down on strikes. First big league K for Jacob Misiorowski, and he gets Wilson Contreras.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, gushing over Jacob Misiorowski. Didn't care about offense, just wanted to watch him pitch. And then they gave me a reason to watch offense in the fifth inning. As the Brewers win yesterday against the Cardinals, Freddie Peralta on the mound against Eric Fetty. Former White Sox, as our producer Will is a fan of. What can you tell us about Andrew Vaughn?
He's been in the minors for a good deal of time now. Probably one of the most uninteresting baseball players ever. Like, everything he does is just not very exciting. I did come across a stat today. He has a minus 1.6 B WAR, which is the second worst among active MLB players.
Yeah, welcome to the Milwaukee Brewers. As Aaron Savale requested a trade on his birthday. Savale gets shipped to the White Sox for one Andrew Vaughn. That I'm sure part-time Will is trying to find every negative reason as to why it was a good reason the White Sox traded him.
But maybe a change of scenery will do him good. Who knows?
I mean, have you seen the White Sox franchise?
Yeah.
And I mean, come on.
You know what Will failed to let everybody know is that just last year, he hit 246, which isn't great. I mean, Willie Adames sitting around that range. Had 19 home runs and 70 RBI. And the year before that, he had 21 home runs and 80 RBI.
Guess it's all how you look at it, Kyle.
Yeah. I mean, y'all probably would have cried like that about Lyle Overbay when we got Lyle Overbay.
Lyle Overbay.
Yeah. I love when Brad hears the names.
Yeah.
He just gets all excited.
Kyle's pretty elite at pulling out, like, 2000s
obscure Brewers
How about
players.
this? Remember Casey McGee, who played third?
Wow.
Yeah.
Brad,
nobody
wow.
thought anything of him. How, you want another one?
Yeah.
Remember Travis Shaw reinvented himself. He didn't sound too excited for that one.
Yeah.
Jesus Aguilar.
I mean, Jesus Rakes was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But before they got here, the trades were like, "Oh, we got these players." Okay.
Jesus Aguilar was a G for a year.
He was a
he was awesome.
He was a stud.
We'll name more Brewers players later.
So let's not get too down on my boy Andrew Vaughn.
It's truly weird to hear a name that I haven't heard in maybe 15 or 20 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's why
That's what people say when they tune into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. They're like, "Oh, Nortman."
Yeah, he played 15 years ago.
We gotta get Brett Bielema on our show.
I agree. I love Brett.
him.
And we gotta join the show.
I interviewed Brett for Barry Alvarez, like a retirement program we did here.
Yeah, I remember that. That was some years ago.
That was my talk to like Bo and all the coaches that went through the Barry Alvarez era. Bielema, by far, my favorite interview. The guy is awesome. He gets way too much negativity. I love what Brett was able to do as a Wisconsin football coach.
If we got him on and I asked him, "So Brett, would you ever come home?" Would he answer it?
He'd probably say
he'd sidestep it.
Yeah, he would.
I'm gonna say money talks, buddy.
He's also so honest.
We're $25,000 in the hole, Kyle.
Just like that.
For those who missed it, a Wisconsin recruiting violation where calls were made during like a 1 week period where we're not supposed to make calls.
If Brett Bielema was the coach, I would get KBN Nation to raise $25,000 to pay that he was the coach.
Wow.
I would just get KBN Nation to drink enough Potosi that $25,000 would help get that back.
I like that better.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. Lists is more. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin on this Friday with big-time Misiorowski energy right now. Big-time Fry energy. You know what? I'm going to save Jason Wilde for after the Wheel of Will. Because I do want to get to Brad. For those who missed yesterday's show, Brad, in solidarity with his wife, who had to drink a 12-ounce thing of 50 grams of sugar as part of a testing of when you're in your pregnancy, later phases.
Boy, being pregnant seems terrible.
Oh, it's crazy.
It seems terrible.
You know what's funny is my fiance says, I can't stand the people who say they loved being pregnant.
Dude, Lexi's in that boat. I mean, it's beautiful, but if you put that away for a second, it is crazy what it does to the human body.
So these women choose to do this over and over again, huh?
Well, they do it for they have a higher affection.
They say that somehow you just forget, like it just
really?
Like you don't, but you do. You remember it, but you don't actually remember like all the feelings.
Wow. I don't know how they do it. And
there are some people that have one, they're like,
I can't do it
I ain't never doing that again.
Yeah, I'm trying to get baby girl to pop 3 of them things out.
3 of them?
3 of them things.
3 of them things.
There you go.
Well, I'll tell you what. When she does it, she'll have to do this gestational diabetes test, just like Lexi had. She had to drink, like Ben said, 50 grams of sugar. So yesterday on the show, I drank 25 grams of sugar water and had about 22 gummy clusters, Nerds gummy clusters.
So 50 grams of sugar in total. And for context, you had not had that many grams of sugar over a month?
Oh, I haven't had that kind of grams of sugar in a day I can't even remember. Literally not even in 2025. I bet you I don't have 50 grams of sugar in 2 weeks. Usually over a 2-week stretch, I probably don't have 50 grams of sugar.
That's
so when I had that,
ridiculous.
Go back and listen to the show on the ESPN
or
app.
watch on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Your eyes were open up to a whole new world.
My eyes were popping out of my brain. It was like
so was your heartbeat.
My heartbeat's usually in the 40s and it was in the 80s. It was crazy. But what inevitably comes after the sugar rush is the sugar crash. Kyle saw it in my eyes about 4:45 yesterday.
You started laughing when I was asking Brian Balaga the first question of the last segment.
I could see Brad. I looked at Brad, and Brad went from this wired, like, let's go, and Homer comes in, and usually Homer talks it up. I could just see Brad looking kind of moving, looking a little tired. I could just tell he was crashing. I said, Strofe, look at him. He's crashing.
I caught myself just looking into, I was just looking at nothing at one point. I was looking at the wall. So I was crashing
the best line of Sugar Brad was when he said, I can feel my skin.
I felt like my skin was crawling. I can feel it for the first time ever. But I came home. The crash happened at the worst time, guys. I went home to a chaotic
great
house.
estate.
I went to the estate. You had to, take care of the boys, and Lexi had some needs and all the things. Right as I was crashing, sugar, a headache. I woke up this morning feeling hungover. I felt like I was hungover. I never wanted a vegetable
do it to
more.
you. Oh, wow.
Vegetables never tasted as good as they tasted last night and today.
No salt, no pepper, just plain vegetables.
Microwave
vegetables.
Bag vegetables.
Did you know?
How about air frying those at least?
Well, that would be better, but I was a little under a time jam. But did you know that frozen vegetables are actually better because they actually capture them right when they get harvested, freeze them, so they maintain their freshness.
I like Sugar Brad better.
Cool.
Because now he's giving us bagged frozen vegetable fats.
Sugar Brad didn't give us no dietitian or nutritional value.
You were like, this is great. This is great.
It's truly like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I don't need sugar for months at this point, but I guarantee the moment if and when it ever does enter my bloodstream again, it'll be like, whoa, baby.
Yeah. Well, B. Crumb said, told you, because a lot of people on the YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee were warning you about the child crash.
I was hurting, guys. Hurting.
Yeah. You know what's funny is Brad, when we called him out for crash, and he said, I am crashing. My head hurts and I am tired. I am tired.
I hit traffic on the way home.
Oh,
no.
Oh,
it was horrible. Horrible.
Did you refill your water?
I didn't even refill my water. The water machine's broken out there.
Oh, no.
So I was parched.
Of course, he couldn't walk his butt upstairs.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing
Come on now. Him upstairs after 5? He said, hell no. He'd rather be thirsty.
On the topic of the Wisconsin Badgers losing $25,000 in recruiting violations, Ron in the Key with a great text on the Carbless Talking text line. Kyle, quote, I'm taking $3 to Vegas, quote, I'm getting others / KBN Nation to raise $25,000. Also, Kyle.
Ron, he gets it. I mean, I ain't putting up $25,000 for the Badgers. Hell no.
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
And I love my Badgers, but they can get about $3 on me. That's about it. That can get out of me. KBN Nation, we can do it. Let's help Wisconsin.
Well, it's probably great, Brad, to be back in your palate, your homeostasis, because you know what your body can expect every time you...
It's one of the things that I truly love about Carbless. And KBN Nation, you know this about me. No sugar. There's a reason why I avoid it, both what it does to my brain and body. And Carbless knocks out of the park with that. No surrendering when it comes to high quality taste, but it has all the ingredients that I love, adore, and I trust when I put in my body. No carbs, no sugar, and no gluten, but all the flavor you could ask for. Not only that, and the carbonation is just perfect, just enough to quench that flavor and that taste, but not so much to upset the stomach. You guys know what I put in my body. I need to trust it. I need to put a high level of value on it, and Carbless has that same high standard that I have, but it gives you that enjoyment that you're looking for when you're looking to put up your feet and enjoy one. Because I know I'm going to be cracking open the Tropical Bliss Variety Pack tonight. I'm going right to the blood orange first, probably grapefruit second, and I'll maybe then end with a watermelon and see where the night takes me from there. There are so many great flavors that Carbless has in store for you. Classic cocktails, margaritas, all the fruit flavors. There is something for everyone. The sun is out. Summer is here. Carbless should be in your hands. Less is more with Carbless.
Dick in Downtown's wondering how you keep those biceps so strong. It's his first time on YouTube looking at the Brad machine.
The
veins
working out. Just working.
His biceps pop, or does he get his sleeves altered, is the question.
I mean, I will say,
you wear tighter shirts?
I do like a little bit of a nice little cut.
Is it large or medium you wear?
It's a large. I don't go medium now. That's a little too much.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm gonna be putting in the time, I might as well let the boys breathe.
Wheel of Strove. Will. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Thing has ever happened to you from a breakup?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, no.
I don't want to talk about it.
You brought it, so I had to ask.
I ain't gonna put my old shorties on blast, but
why not? They're old shorties.
I've had some
old shorties.
Yeah. My parents listen to this show. I don't want my parents to know the craziness that I've dealt with that they son been a part of.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. Go behind the scenes of the Emmy-nominated Giannis documentary. Get the real story of the blockbuster trade for Damian Lillard. Hear the origin of Bucks in 6. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Make plans to stop by Third Ward Beer Garden at Catalano Square. Experience Milwaukee's favorite beer garden, the perfect spot to meet up with friends in the Third Ward. Open Wednesday through Sunday with live music Thursday through Saturday. Good times and great vibes await at Third Ward Beer Garden.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Set sail this June for a boundless bounty at Potawatomi. Come aboard, and you might win a share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Just play with your rewards card for entries. Prize drawings on Thursdays. Boundless bounty this June at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Your win is waiting. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One Collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One Collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush-mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One Collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Looking for a totally rad flavor adventure, brochachos? Look no further than Surfer Boy Pizza as seen in Stranger Things. Each mouthwatering variety contains rich tomato sauce, delicious mozzarella cheese, and a gnarly range of toppings. The crust is crispy on the outside and airy on the inside. You'll think it was hand-tossed by the Surfer Boy Pizza dudes themselves. Look for it in the freezer aisle at your local store and buckle up your taste buds with Surfer Boy Pizza.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Don't you love it? Don't you love it? No, I ain't happy yet. But I'm way less sad.
Good vibes for Jacob Misiorowski's first start as a Milwaukee Brewer. 5 innings, no hits, a wobbly finish. Did not stick the landing. Not a gymnast, but a good pitcher. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. Part-time Will in for Alex Strofe running the show. You, as always, KBN Nation at 800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. Less is more. Time now for the Wheel of Will.
It's time for the
Wheel of Strofe.
I'll take over the introduction for the Wheel of Will because I have the wheel in front of me. We have beans on here a couple times from Will.
I don't know. I'm curious what that is. Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat,
the more you toot.
The more you toot,
better you feel.
The better you feel.
Eat beans at every meal.
Nickname? Are we going to do a whole nother Misiorowski nickname segment?
I got a little different spin on it.
Okay. A wall sit, because you hate those. And then we have Ms. Highlights from the Brewers Radio Network.
Don't think anyone's going to complain about that.
And Ben's choice.
Mm-hmm.
Since Strofe's out, I took the liberty of giving myself one.
Wheel of Will. Ms. Highlight.
Ms. Highlight. Yeah.
Do you have a montage of this, Mr.
Well,
Misiorowski?
it's on here a couple times, so.
A half swing and a miss. Strike one, and off we go. 100-mile-an-hour fastball to start the career for the Miz. They looked pretty normal in that opening inning. 2-2, swing and a miss, and Contreras goes down on strikes. First big league K for Jacob Misiorowski. 0-2 pitch. Struck him out with a changeup. That was nasty. Filthy.
That was probably the change of that win.
Swing and a miss. Pages is gone. 1-0-1 on the fastball from Misiorowski.
Can I mention, I'm actually happy because before, I'm a purist. A traditionalist for a lot of things.
Cool.
And I was not very happy. Very cool. I was not very happy when they added the DH to the National League. But now I'm happy because I don't want Jacob Misiorowski hitting. I don't want him swinging. Just stand up there and watch.
Yeah.
I remember when,
don't swing the bat and stand all the way back in the batter's box. Don't get hit.
I mean, because I remember when Giovanni Gallardo made his debut and he had like a two-run double or maybe an RBI double or something like that.
But was it Woody who hit the home run against the Dodgers?
Yeah. That was an amazing moment.
It was fun when he had a good hitting pitcher, but there were so many bad hitting pitchers.
It looked so weird.
Bartolo when he hit his home run.
Yeah.
That was sick.
So, yeah, I'm okay with the DH now.
Wheel of Will. Nickname.
Nickname.
So the topic of the Misiorowski nickname, trying to decide one. You know, I've been strictly Misness, something like that.
Ooh.
What are the greatest player nicknames? I mean, my top two are the Great One, Wayne Gretzky, and Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas.
I like Agent Zero Gilbert. He was an agent, all right. He liked firearms.
Greatest nickname.
I mean, Big Poppy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Big Poppy. Big Poppy.
I like Big Poppy. I don't.
The Greek Freak.
The Greek Freak is good. I mean,
Air Jordan is so good, right? I mean, obviously it's so mainstream, but it's so good.
Yeah, but we got to dig deeper.
Yeah,
deeper.
We got to figure out like some.
What about Andrei Karolinko, AK-47?
AK-47
is
that wouldn't pass.
I don't know if you knew about AK-47, especially because he's from Russia, I believe.
Yeah, he's Russian.
Too many tensions in the world right now that I don't want to touch.
Ooh, here's one. White chocolate. Y'all remember that? Jason Williams, White chocolate.
Of course.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good one.
Well, I mean, all the and one names.
Yeah.
The Truth, Paul Pierce.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Can you be called the Truth?
Yeah, I thought of the answer with Allen Iverson.
But when you're the Truth, then you get wheeled off like you're a liar. Because you came back.
He had to poop.
Yeah, but that's not the truth.
What it was?
He had to boo-boo.
To get wheeled off for a poop, though?
Yeah, that's what it was.
I know, it's what it was, but you can't be called the Truth then.
Here's another one. Jerome Bettis, what was he?
The Boss.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Was Mike Allstott a nickname?
No, it just sounds that, what's his face?
Nice job.
Berman. That's all he
Chris
did.
Berman.
I mean, it was great. I hated Mike. I mean, I like Mike Allstott, but I hated him.
Now I'm just thinking of like big running backs, Eddie Lacy.
Yeah.
Fat Eddie.
What about Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle?
Oh.
The kid obviously robbing you out from Matt.
Ooh, how about this
715.
Prime Time, Deion Sanders.
That's a good one. Prime Time's good.
Mean Joe Green.
Yeah, you're good. Irvin Magic Johnson.
Yeah, he had the magic in him, all right.
Hey. He can take that magic to be a magic with people.
Greek Freak.
Megatron.
The unit.
The big unit. Yeah, that's Randy Johnson.
Oh, Vinny Johnson from Chef Ed is great.
Randy.
The microwave.
Who's Vinny? What the hell is Vinny?
He used to come off the bench and get you buckets, the microwave. Oh,
Vinny Johnson.
Chef Ed, I got your back
What
there.
year is that? 1950 what, Chef Ed?
No. Not Chef Ed. I'm mad at Kyle for being mean to you. I'm usually the mean one.
Okay,
seriously, when's he from?
It could be the 60s. Chef Ed is like 70 years old. He's in the 70s, so it legitimately could be in the 60s. He's like Homer's age. Homer be bringing up guys from forever ago.
Vinny Johnson was like in the 90s.
Really?
Yep.
What team?
80s to 90s.
Vinny Johnson. He's a Hall of Famer? Hell no. 8 points per game? Oh, no, that was when his last season.
That was last season, buddy.
Wheel of Stro. Will.
Beans.
What is beans?
Beans.
I do like beans.
Last night during Game 4 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Oilers went down 3-0 in the first period.
Great game.
Which prompted an Oilers fan who goes by the name Juice Man on X to eat 2 pounds of baked beans, baked rally beans.
Ooh. Come on.
After he started eating the beans, the Oilers scored 4 unanswered and won the game in overtime.
Some are saying it's momentum.
Is he okay?
It's a lot of beans.
Brad, you're the nutritional guy. I feel like 2 pounds of beans.
I feel like there's too much fiber in that.
If you did pay attention on social media, you heard about the Juice Man. He's a friend of mine.
What?
He lives in Wisconsin.
Really?
Swear to God.
How do you know
I'm not going to out his real name.
Wait, how do you know him?
I can't say that. This is like having sources in my journalistic report that was wrong about the Packers playing in Ireland.
You can't even say how your paths crossed?
B-ball?
B-ball.
Beans cause bloating and gas.
2 pounds of beans?
It says start with small servings or spread your bean intake throughout the day, not throughout a hot.
Oh, we got some really good nicknames coming in on the Carbless Talking text line. What about the fridge?
Oh, William the refrigerator
Yes,
Perry. Too bad he's
yes.
a bear, or was a bear. I think he passed away. Or did he?
I think so. Let's not kill anybody.
Yeah.
Dr. J?
Oh, yeah, Dr. J. I can see it now.
Gary Payton.
GP, the glove.
The glove. Andy, the Red Rifle Dalton.
I mean,
that's another guy I don't
true.
like because he beat the Badgers. He beat Brad.
Night Train Lane.
Night Train Lane. Who was Night Train Lane?
I don't know.
He was a football player for the Seahawks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No,
So this beans guy that I know has to eat beans every he's got to up it. He
It's
can't
like
do 2 pounds. He's got to do 3 pounds.
I'm pretty sure the Panthers thing in the previous series was they got Dairy Queen Blizzards every night. So now Juice Man's got to eat beans every night. 2 pounds.
For the Juice Man, for your friend, I hope that he eats these beans and they lose so he can be done. So he can be done.
Why? You love to ruin a good thing.
What do you mean? I'm thinking about the kid's health.
Who cares about his health?
He's probably more than willing to make the sacrifice.
If it meant that you did that for the Packers and it worked, would you?
Yeah, what would you eat for the Packers for the championship?
Based off how my tummy is, I wouldn't be able to actually do shows for like a week. Unless y'all let me leave for 15 minutes at a time.
Best nicknames in sports, continuing on the Carbless Talking text line. Clint with the Admiral.
Oh yes,
David
yes,
Robinson.
yes, the Admiral. Or the Big Fundamental.
That's boring. Beast Mode.
Oh, yeah, Marshawn Lynch.
That's good.
We'll go to Don in Sun Prairie, a nickname that we're missing. You're on the Carbless Talking text line.
Hey, guys, the only bear I ever cheered for, Sweetness.
Sweetness, that's a good one.
Move over, Sweetness, make room for Emmett. What was?
Yeah, something like that.
Did we already say prime time?
Yes.
Yeah.
We did.
Kyle did it really flashy.
I love to do the prime time. I should put my Gucci shades on.
Look, the Wheel of Will has garnered more interaction with KBN Nation than any Wheel of Strofe.
Ooh, Black Mamba.
Oh, Black Mamba.
Goodness, Kobe.
Broadway Joe?
Broadway Joe. He's a little creepy, though.
Yeah.
You smell good.
All right.
Don't you know?
I think
Y'all don't remember that?
I think we-
I remember that.
I was like, whoa.
Susie Colbert.
Yeah, this seems interesting.
The Magic Man.
Yeah.
Our favorite.
Yeah.
Donnie Mikowski. Second in MVP voting behind Joe Montana.
Our favorite, the Magic Man.
I actually like Magic Man. You guys are anti-Magic Man.
The Great
like-
Bambino.
The Great Bambino.
Of course. I mean, what are we doing? The Sandlot right now?
King Griffey Jr. was the kid, right?
Colossus of Clout? What'd you say,
The
Kyle?
Sultan of SWAT.
King Griffey Jr. was the kid, right?
Nice. I
Or are
guess.
there multiple kids?
There's multiple kids.
A lot of kids.
Wheel of Will.
Hey.
Good job, Will. Found a way.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, Will, for actually contributing, unlike the guy who sits in that chair every other day.
Try my best.
The guy who's probably had 200 grams of sugar up in Door County right now.
Oh, 100%. He was fine. He didn't have any issues. That's just normal. Matter of fact, I didn't snap on Strofe yesterday, but Strofe also indulged in too much energy. And so yesterday, we do a whole 3-hour show, right? And so, yes, we have fun. We do all that. But after that, we usually go our separate ways. And me and Strofe sometimes talk, but I was locked in yesterday. When I tell you, Strofe was on 1,000 after the show yesterday, nonstop talking. He had 5 different subjects that he talked about with 3 different people. And I finally snapped out because I'm sitting here and he's talking. He asked Brian D, "Are you happy with life?"
Oh,
and Brian D said, "Yeah." He said, "There's no follow-up?" He said, "No, just a question." And then he said, Pratik, come here. Can you listen to this audio from the music that he played?
Oh, my
Can you listen? I said, this kid doesn't stop.
Did you snap on
I just said, this kid just doesn't shut up. He doesn't shut up. And he said, "Oh." And everybody just sat there and like, yeah, that's pretty true. Oh,
that's crazy.
So the sugar had an opposite effect on him. It just kept him going and going and going like the damn Energizer Bunny.
Well, he just keeps on replenishing the sugar. It never stops.
I received a picture from Josh DiMaggio at 9 a.m. of a Mountain Dew Code Red that Alex Strofe was drinking this morning.
I didn't know he still made those.
He's going to die early.
I don't know how his body can weather the storm.
He has pig heart, too.
They're going to be asking, how does a guy who's 6'3"?
He had a heart surgery.
He did. He's going to have a damn stroke at 35.
It makes sense why he's like short-circuiting when he tries to move.
Hang on, I'm not done with the nicknames. We're going to hit a quick break here because KBN Nation's cooking.
Are they?
Best nicknames in sports history, 800-990-3776. A great parlay off of our 30 minutes yesterday before Jacob Misiorowski. Cheese Miz.
The big Misiorowski, what'd he say?
Slim Mizzy.
Slim Mizzy.
The Miz Kid.
The Miz Kid. I like it.
Best sports nicknames. Then we had a little Packers with you, 800-990-3776. More next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
And make sure everyone's tuning in when we do this, because y'all's faces are going to be like,
it better be sweet.
If you think I'm going to act like that for oatmeal, you're outside your damn
You've never
mind.
had Brad Nortman's oatmeal.
It's not Quaker, is
had
it?
chocolate chip pancakes with butter
organic.
and syrup that made me go, oh, baby, oatmeal ain't going to do that.
You'll be surprised. I'm going to do a variety.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards. They're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel. It's a glow-up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
Pro Paint Days are back at Lowe's, and My Lowe's Pro Rewards members can save even more with limited time deals. Right now, buy one, get one half off. Select HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Primer and Ceiling Paint. Plus, get free same-day delivery to your job site when you order by 2 p.m. Offer valid through 6/13. Delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Additional terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Huge news. Right now at Wendy's, you can get a Son of Baconator for just $3. I don't think you understand this situation. The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich melted cheese. That Son of Baconator is only $3. Thank you to whoever wished upon that star. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii, not valid on a combo or on third-party delivery platforms.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Here's to experiencing it all this summer in Wisconsin. Every deliciously cheesy, rockin', magical, fireworks-filled, festival-loving moment. There's Cheese Curd Fest in Ellsworth, Strawberry Fest in Cedarburg, Festival of the Arts in Stevens Point, and the Renaissance Fair in Bristol. Honor the Earth Powwow in Hayward, Mile of Music in Appleton, Venetian Fest, Bratfest, Summerfest. So many fests for your whole crew. Find them all at TravelWisconsin.com. Sponsored by Travel Wisconsin.
Two Wisconsin icons are teaming up on a reworked classic. Cousin Subs and U-Zingers are proud to introduce the all-new Fried Bologna Sub, featuring U-Zingers fried bologna, bacon, American cheese, onions, pickles, mayo, and mustard on fresh-baked Italian bread. And that's not all. Pair your fried bologna with a creamy cupcake shake topped with whipped cream and rainbow sprinkles. Now that's a better combination. Order both in-store, online, or via the mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Hey, it's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy's Gabe Nigel. You don't need a private party or fancy credentials to play golf inside American Family Field because X Golf is open to the public every Brewers home game. That's right. Whether you're a walk-up or you're planning ahead, you can tee off in a high-tech golf simulator with a perfect view of the diamond. Each seat has table service, and the vibes? Immaculate. Food, drinks, and big swings, all without missing a pitch. Book your next game day round at X Golf inside American Family Field. Open to the public 7 days a week.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The nicknames are flying in on the Carbless Talk and text line. Best sports nicknames, and how do we miss this one from Adam? All right, we got to do a little bit of digging here. Local.
Hey.
Hammer and Hank.
Football.
Pookie.
Oh, Minister of Defense.
Minister of Defense. Yeah.
Great nickname.
Somebody sent another good one.
Well, you can read the YouTube ones.
Gilbert Brown.
The Grave Digger.
The Grave Digger.
Oh, I like the way you hit that grave there.
Can you do that again?
The Grave. The Grave.
You did it. You did with your mic off, and it was good again.
The Grave Digger.
It sounds like he's got like the machine.
How about this one? A pro, not local, actually connection to Ben's fiance in some way, shape, or form. An elite offense in the early 2000s.
The greatest show on turf.
Greatest show on turf.
Oh, that's a great nickname
for a team.
It's a team.
That team, though.
Greatest show on turf.
4 Hall of Famers on offense.
Skill position. I think they might have had Orlando Pace as well.
He was. That's 5.
Crazy.
Ridiculous.
The human highlight film.
Oh yeah, that was it was a dunker.
Is it
Dominique
Wilkins? There it is.
Iron Mike.
Oh yeah, Iron Mike's good.
Boy, I love
Cody. I appreciate you. You must be a Benny believer. Benny Buckets.
Benny Buckets.
That is a good nickname.
Ron follows up with Frank the Tank.
Also good.
Yeah. Another local one, Derry Bird.
Who the hell is Derry Bird?
What?
That's the.
If Brad knows this and you don't, I'm gonna be so mad.
Well, I don't know his name, but he's the white shooter on the Bucks. Wait. He's got like kind of like.
Are you kidding me?
AJ Green's nickname is
Derry Bird.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that one.
News to me.
I think he's been called Derry Bird more times than he's been called by his name on the Bucks broadcast.
Totally. That's how I know him.
Skip to my Lou.
Oh, Rayford Alston, who actually has roots here in Milwaukee.
Really?
Yeah.
Ron on the key with a good one. It's all right. Let's see if we can do this. A movie.
Okay.
Baseball.
A movie, baseball.
Betting.
Oh, you lost me on that
Betting.
one. What Brad does that?
Movie,
baseball, movie, betting.
Well, Pete Rose.
The Matrix.
The Matrix.
Are you getting there, Will?
I'm close, I think. But you lost me with betting.
It's the start of the movie. He's got to call 1-800-GAMBLER because he's a avid gambler. Little League.
What is it? I just watched this.
It was not the Bad News Bears, but it's the
G-Baby.
G-Baby.
I was thinking of a different coach that was on.
R.I.P. G-Baby, by the way. I mean,
such a sad movie.
Such a sad
when
part.
You call me Big Papa.
Slim Reaper for Kevin Durant when he was coming up. I like this from Lasagna about Tucker Kraft. I've never heard this. Yak and Cheese.
Who was Yak and Cheese?
Tucker Kraft.
No,
I've never heard that before.
Well, I don't either, but I like
a big yard after catch guy.
Yeah, I like.
We need him to be an even bigger yard after catch guy. Am I missing any here? James the Postman.
Glenn the Big Dog Robinson.
Oh no,
Glenn.
Cameron chimes in with the Postman.
Oh, the Postman.
Yeah. He's questionable.
Another okay, another team. Another team one. Too. Football.
Okay.
NFL.
Yeah.
Okay.
Packers played them a lot.
The Lions.
Out of division. Playoffs.
Dallas Cowboys.
49ers.
West still.
The West.
Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Legion of Boom.
Legion of Boom.
Okay, I got one for you guys. NFL player. gets into trouble. I almost fought
Pac-Man
him.
Jones.
Pac-Man Jones.
I was going to say Antonio Brown.
Fought him.
I know you didn't.
Technically,
we both had to be held back.
Just because somebody might get beat up in a fight doesn't mean they still didn't try to fight him. So
he didn't, but he didn't try to fight him.
No, Brad didn't back down.
He had to be held back.
Brad
and
didn't
I
go
stood my
running.
ground.
Yeah, Brad said, "Come on, then, bring it, bring it.
Don't be soft."
Yeah. You acting like these people can't stop you from getting over here.
Josh Kenosha, you're up with the nickname on Carbless Talking Text Line.
I don't know if anyone said this yet, but it was one of the greatest players in the NBA in the 90s for the Utah Jazz, the mailman Karl Malone.
That's what he said.
Yeah, we just had that one.
Yeah,
we appreciate it.
He talked to some young folks.
I got one that you guys got to guess. It is a baseball player.
I like the guessing is fun.
A baseball player named after a season. Nicknamed after a season.
Nickname after
spring, summer,
Teacher
fall.
Is the other hint.
Teacher, baseball player seasons.
Winter, Mr. Summer.
He's in a comedy movie about baseball.
Mr. 3000?
Bernie Mac.
No. Mr. October?
Oh, Mr. October. Season mean month.
That's not a season, that's a month.
Oh, did I say season?
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot a great one, Mr. Baseball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's where we got to end it. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yes.
To the GOAT, Mr. Baseball.
Well, this was fun.
This was fun.
The Miz, look what he started.
Yeah.
Although, if anybody wants to call in and do the, it's a baseball player, it's a blank. I
do like them.
Like it's like three hints, and we got to get it.
And they're hot on
I've got
YouTube.
one. Now this is gonna be hard for our radio audience, but I'm gonna describe the body language of myself. Ready? Hands in the air, making money signs.
Oh, Johnny Manziel, Money Manziel.
Johnny Football.
Johnny Football.
Johnny Football.
That's right. Boxers have good ones.
Yeah.
Oscar De La Hoya.
John Bones Jones.
Yeah, John Bones Jones, the Golden Boy.
Oh, man.
Money Mayweather.
Money Mayweather.
Pretty Boy Floyd.
Could you imagine having all that cash?
Crazy.
No, I
No,
can't.
no, we don't want you with that kind of money.
You don't want me with that kind of money. Y'all, everybody would know my name.
Society's not ready.
Crashing out left and right. I would buy all types of things. Everything I would buy. Everything.
We're back in 2 minutes. Love the nicknames from KBN Nation. I love when Mike Jones texts in.
Who?
Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones. 2 minutes.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at
Brad.
Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
And now for the Pella play-by-play, here's Jeff Levering.
Thanks, Gina Della from Pella. What a beautiful day to have new windows and doors installed.
Every day is beautiful because Pella installs year-round during all seasons.
It's so hard to guess that next pitch. The customizations seem endless.
And it doesn't have to be super expensive. Pella has a product line for every budget.
And if it is time for a major upgrade, rest easy by scoring no interest and no payments for up to 2 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply on 6/30/2025. The deals are heating up at the Summer Savings Event all summer long at Cunis. Get the hottest savings of the year at nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and the new Cunis Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. We have sizzling new vehicle specials on the most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Or with one of our 10 pre-owned super specials, you'll be swimming in a pool of savings. Plus, keep your vehicle refreshed with our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear Lifetime Powertrain Warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Get outside and enjoy the Summer Savings Event at Cunis. Start your search online at CunisMilwaukee.com.
Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
I just want to keep reading nicknames on the Carbless Talking text line, but then we would just do the whole show doing the greatest nicknames of all time in sports on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
Some good ones.
It's been such. I have to do this. Don't be mad at me, okay? You got that face.
No, I'm just listening, just in case. I got to get mad at you.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get mad at me.
Oh, here we go.
Well, actually, you're not gonna be mad at me. You're gonna you love this guy.
Uh-oh.
Kyle loves this guy.
Who do I?
I don't know if he says he's loved him, but he likes him.
Likes him. Okay.
So you know that man who wants to provide great summers of entertainment.
Yeah, Marky Mark.
Mark Antanasio.
Marky Mark, the real Marky Mark.
I just opened this, and it was from 2 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
We must have missed it when we were all gathering together, putting together the show.
Yeah.
Freddie Peralta has tried to get a new extension with the Brewers.
Uh-oh.
And it has not happened. It has failed.
Well,
he has 1 year left on his contract and a club option.
That's this year?
No, he's got the club option, so he's going to be here till 26. But then we're going to do the thing where he's going to play this year, and then are they going to Corbin Burns him? Are they going to trade him next year?
I remember they gave Freddie that contract.
Gosh.
They did, but not to the level that he deserves for his next contract.
He signed a contract when he did it.
So you're good now. Like you think you got enough of Freddie, and you see Misiorowski and all the young talent, and you're good.
Well, Freddie turns 30 soon.
Can the Brewers afford Freddie Peralta? I mean, they couldn't afford Willie Adames, so can he even?
No.
Can they even afford
Freddie Peralta is going to get at least $20 million a year.
Yeah. So as I'm looking,
Freddie's gone.
I got some names for you guys. Obviously, some of these Brad definitely won't know. Jose Barrios.
Yeah.
$130 million over 7.
Jose Barrios got that?
Tyler Glasnow, $111 million over 4.
Oh, he gone.
Luis Castillo of the Mariners, $108 over 5. So it's like 22.
Yep.
Joe Musgrove, $100 million over 5. In each case, the player was within 2 years of reaching free agency.
Oh my gosh! So they would have to sign Freddie Peralta now for $20+ million a year, at least.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I know we're not.
And we can't.
Are you okay with that though?
But that's the thing, because we know, this isn't a. What sucks is this isn't a conversation.
Yeah,
I'm literally bringing up the fact that what Kyle said is what I believe. It's not happening, but it sucks that it's not happening because this is the cycle of round and round we go.
It is.
But are you willing to pay somebody in his 30s? Because then you get to the older age of pitchers.
Look what happened to Corbin
You're
Burns.
paying people. Corbin Burns, you just traded. He's got, I think the UCL is
out
cooked.
for the
maybe Tommy John.
Surgery. Yes.
Can I ask what was kind of a foolish question?
Go ahead, Brad.
I understand football salary cap. NBA, I kind of get. It's a little fuzzy, but I kind of get it. With baseball, I get that it's uncapped. Could Mark Antanasio just decide? I'm just what's the
upping his payroll?
Yes,
what's the payroll?
Probably 90-some million this year. Or,
no, they're in the 170s usually.
No, not 170s. No, they're probably more like 110, 105.
So could he just decide?
Actually, they're probably 105 or less because they have a lot of young players on this roster.
All right, hang on, give me a second.
So Mark Antanasio, you're telling me he could just unilaterally decide? You know what? We spend, let's say it's $100 million on players for any given year. That's our cap. Quote
120.
Okay, 120. Mark Antanasio, 120, that's my cap. He could at any moment say, you know what? It's not 120 anymore. Now it's 200. He can just do that
at any moment.
At any moment.
The Brewers have done it before.
So that's why people get mad. It's because it's like he could do it, but he chooses not.
But what people have to understand that this is a business, right? And in a business, if you're not
the Brewers are 23rd out of 30 teams in payroll.
If you're not bringing in enough revenue, he's going to be hesitant to be able to pay it out. And so he has been extremely conservative. But I'll say this. I do.
Mark Stan coming in here.
No, I do believe that Freddie. I love Freddie. I really do. Benny, you're spot on. I do love Freddie. But because of Freddie, where he's going, his age, and where this team is going, this team is not winning a championship this year and probably not next year, but I do believe that the Brewers are about to enter a window where they have some young, talented guys that are coming up. Because remember, the last two guys the Brewers had come up that were like sensations was Jackson, and now you got Jacob Misiorowski. Now, we still got to see more from Jacob. There's more guys to come as well on top of the guys that we already have on this roster. So there is going to be a moment where the Brewers are going to have to start paying these guys if they want to win a championship. But then you look at the roster this year, they have, 3 rookies now in the starting rotation? And look what they're doing. They got Quinn Priester, who was struggling in multiple places, and look what happened. He's pitching serviceable for the Milwaukee Brewers.
They basically just paired him with DL Hall to just be a combo starting pitching.
And DL Hall would have been somewhat of a rookie or second-year player last year before he came from Baltimore. So the Brewers find success with these young guys. So once they get the formula right, or they get all the guys together young like they did before with the Ricky Weeks, with the Prince Fielder, Corey Hart, they're going to pay some of these guys. So
the good news is the Colorado Rockies pay $10 million more in their payroll than the Brewers, and they have 13 wins this year.
I will say, with the Brewers, I guess it's self-imposed cap. Boy, they outperformed you, don't they? It's pretty amazing. Like, how do they keep on? How does the Brewers keep on getting guys like Churio, and the Miz, and Jesus Mayday?
You start scouting them in middle school in the South America.
Yeah. That's amazing.
David Stearns Doug Melvin started something good, and David Stearns took it to a whole different level.
De facto Daryl chimes in the Carbless Talking text line, and this is why I was sad to do this. This is what Marky Mark does. Everyone's get excited about Misiorowski, and all Mark wants to do is end up Corbin Burnsing him. The Miz will end up pitching on the Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, or Padres.
Yeah, like 7 years from now. 8 years from now.
Does he have the Churio contract? Do they have him under control?
No, but we have him under control now because they brought him up. I think did they bring him up after the date where he doesn't get the this year won't count towards time, sir, or something like that? I don't know, all with baseball stuff. But you get 6 years, don't you? You get 6 to 7 years with these guys.
It will count because I believed I looked at the Potawatomi sports odds, and he is tied with, I forget who it is, for Rookie of the Year.
Isn't that wild?
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Come on.
It's a player on the Brewers, a fellow player. I think it was Tyler Alexander. They have the same exact odds.
Chad Patrick.
Chad
Patrick.
Patrick. Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. Another rookie, Chad Patrick, came out of nowhere for us. But there's guys coming up.
I know, but it just sucked the wind out of me.
Yeah.
Freddie's probably going to be the all-star for this team too.
Yeah, he should be
all-star player.
Sal Frelick.
A lot of competition in the NL.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to hit the outfield. Again, why did I do this? This is my fault. This is my fault.
Talk about momentum. We had momentum.
You're right.
And we ground to a halt. At least with the Brewers.
But I have to report the news.
Don't be. I'm telling you, don't be.
Am I supposed to lie?
I learned something.
Am I supposed to just let that slide by and not bring up the fact that Freddie wants a new contract and we're going to just trade him for assets and hope they work out?
No, we're going to trade him for assets.
The greatest Joey Ortiz highlight so far is him running right behind Caleb Durbin at the same time they crossed the plate yesterday.
Joey Ortiz is just keeping shortstop warm. He's keeping it warm for the next guys coming up. The Brewers have guys coming up. I'm just telling you, get excited.
But it sounds like it'll be a forever cycle.
No,
unless they can just truly strike while the iron's hot.
They're going.
Everybody peaks.
What do you mean
perfectly.
I'm just letting y'all know right now that the Milwaukee Brewers in the next 3 years are going to make some noise because they got some young guys coming up, and these young guys
they make some noise. They made it to the playoffs 6 of the last 7 years. That's a pretty good noise.
Yeah, but now they have a chance to make it to a World Series.
Oh wow, are you calling it?
I believe that the Brewers have a really good chance in 2 years to make the World. If everything works out.
Yeah.
I mean, if the Miz is good, we're good.
You need more than the Miz.
You can't pitch every game.
No, I mean, to be honest, the pitching.
Gosh, I was watching him yesterday. I was like, could you imagine if we had him every game?
Oh.
Just put him at 10 pitches a game just to see a couple 102s.
Robert Gasser might.
Well, if that's the case, then you put him in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Maybe DL Hall will be able to get healthy and pitch more than 2-3 innings. And then Robert Gasser, remember, he'll come back. He was pitching okay. Logan Henderson, he got sent down. He was pitching great.
I hear you.
Chad Patrick popped out of nowhere. Listen, these are all
This
guys.
is what the Brewers do.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean they're all going to end up.
You probably need Churio
Jacob
to be an MVP.
There's another guy as well down there. I think
everyone's going to take the next step, you know?
Take the next step.
Dun, 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 dun.
Next step.
Jesus Mate.
You got to take the next big step.
Cooper Pratt. I'm telling y'all, just wait on it.
Naming guys in the system.
I'm telling y'all, 2027, it's going to be a hell of a summer. Not just a fun summer, a hell of a summer.
A fun hell of a summer.
Oh, yeah. We talking about, oh, man, that Brewers team, that's young, exciting team. Can they do it? We're going to break through, fellas.
That will be fun.
Well,
we're going to break through.
Mark, Kyle says 2027,
Right,
go to Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. And not only can you play sports bets there, it's a treasure worth $300,000 in cash and prizes. Set sail for June's Boundless Bounty for your chance to win and play your favorite slots. 40 winners each Thursday. $300,000 Boundless Bounty happens this June. Don't miss it. More info at Potawatomi.com. Must be 21 years or older and a rewards member to play. My goodness, folks. Since I got back from my bachelor party, we're hitting on some slots. I can't wait to get back to Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Sidetracked us. Back with good momentum, positive momentum.
Yeah, Packers,
Let's
baby.
go.
Let's get to Packers.
Next.
That's football. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I'm about being young, wild, and free.
No, you're not.
You're
not young, wild, and free.
Yeah, I am young.
You're not that.
I am
Every time I ask you to do
wild.
something, I check with a girlfriend.
Wait, why you taking so, why you going personal? Why you gotta talk about business? I can still be free with a lady.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Northbound on 41, backing up from Watertown Plank Road all the way up to Hampton. Southbound slowing down just south of Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol Drive. Northbound 43 also backing up from the Marquette all the way up to Keefe. Southbound's got heavy ride from before Good Hope Road all the way past Silver Spring and then back on the brakes from Capitol down through the Marquette to the KK River. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 55. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with the high of 70 at the lake, 78 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The 2015 Wisconsin men's hoops team gave us all a march to remember.
There will be no undefeated champion on Wisconsin with an unbelievable stretch drive to the championship game.
On June 26th, enjoy an intimate celebration with the stars of the run with Made 'em Believe. Presented by M3 Insurance. World-class expertise and individual attention. Tickets are on sale now at uwhoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe, June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
At Potawatomi, where ways to win are endless, another chance to capture epic cash and prizes comes Friday, June 27th. It's the season finale blockbuster drawings. Watch your entries from Enchanted Spins, Unreal Treasures, and Boundless Bounty come together for drawings where $300,000 in cash and prizes is there for the taking. Be there to win your share. June 27th only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 years old to play.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Ian Fitzsimmons.
This is Cincinnati to a T. Don't go back to being the Bungles, right? You got Joe Burrow, you got Jamar Chase. I mean, you've been to a Super Bowl in the last 5 years. Just fix the defense, and you have a real contender. Rookie contracts are easy. The last CBA made it easy. You take the 17th pick last year, right? Damn near the same contract. You add a little inflation, and it's done. I mean, it's like putting cookies in the oven. Just don't overcook them, man. I mean, just read the instructions. It ain't hard. And what does Cincinnati do? They put new language in to this particular contract they've never used before, that now has the agent, and the agent obviously tells the player, and the player shows up at mandatory camp as a rookie, and things get contentious. He says things that now Zach Taylor in the front office didn't like.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay, and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies the same item. Current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at Lowe's.com/lowest price guarantee.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Jason Wilde joined us yesterday on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman talking about an exchange he had with Matt LaFleur at the end of mandatory mini camps. Both seem to have a similar point of view, but I want to dive a little deeper. The exchange had a lot to do with the young talent that has shown flashes.
Young talent, huh?
Some young talent, some fourth-year guys.
Okay, so
come to mind. We'll get to some names in a second.
I get to be a young broadcaster for 4 years.
But the idea is that I think LaFleur believes in the talent in the room. But consistency, a huge word in all of sports, and especially for a 17-game football season where if you show up every week and have consistent play from both sides of the football, everyone's rowing in the same direction, you're going to have great results, especially if you have talent. Now, I feel like every year we're doing this guy's going to take a next step. So I asked Jason, who are some of these players that come to mind that Matt LaFleur wants to see that consistency out of? And off the top of my head, and we're going to eliminate some of these, and you can disagree, but I want to hear from you, 800-990-3776. Some guys that come to mind that you want to see more consistency out of. Dontavian Wicks, I think, is his first one. He then went to Jaden Reed, which I'm going to scratch Jaden Reed off the list, because obviously we want Jaden Reed to have better than the 800-yard season.
But 800-yard season is
first
pretty good
guy. First, second-year guy. That's why I scratched him off the list. He still put Romeo Doubs, which was interesting because that is a fourth-year player. I believe it then went to Quay Walker.
Another fourth-year guy here.
Devontae Wyatt.
Another fourth-year guy here.
He mentioned Evan Williams.
Oh, Evan is up and coming.
He's a starter.
I would take him. I would take Evan Williams off the list because although the consistency wasn't there, it was year one.
No, Evan Williams. He was pretty consistent last year when healthy.
But Jason referenced him.
Yep,
and he knows more than Kyle. I'm still scratching him off the list.
Take him off. Take Ev Williams off the list.
Carrington Valentine.
CV needs to be better. He's year 3.
So I guess you could put LVN, but everyone knows LVN needs to do it.
Yeah.
Of all the players that have underperformed as Green Bay Packers, which of all the Green Bay Packers that need to take the, quote, next step needs to put all doubt aside? 800-990-3776.
Gosh, there is plenty to go around. You go through this list, and we were talking a little bit about this in pre-show because as much as I want to say, and my research earlier in the week showed that Super Bowl caliber teams have 4 all-pro guys at least. Most of them have more. But what goes underneath that rug is there's a supporting cast of guys that are very, very capable, like knocking on the door. Like, oh my goodness, I am so thankful we have insert player name here. So those guys you just said.
Which is why it's so hard to sustain success in the NFL, because when you have those all-pro guys, you pay those, and the ones that are close to being that can be that, likely go on to get paid and do it elsewhere.
That's exactly right, Ben. So for me, as I look at this, I'm just thinking about this team. All these guys need to. I'm looking at Devontae Wyatt. Devontae Wyatt, first-round draft pick, a D-line that desperately needs production. If we're going to say goodbye to Jair Alexander, if we're going to roll the dice with Nixon, Hobbs, and Valentine, then darn it, this D-line needs to make some noise. And Devontae Wyatt, there's several guys that need to do that. But Devontae Wyatt, they've already initiated the 5th-year option for him. So there's a level of commitment there. But he's a guy that's a first-round draft pick that has no more excuses. Needs to be disruptive, needs to force double teams, needs to do things to free up other guys and be involved in run stopping. There's just no excuse why this D-line shouldn't be doing more, can't be doing more. They must be doing more. And looking at them right now as a young guy who should be in his prime, Year 4 for Devontae Wyatt should be in his prime, should be disruptive. Devontae Wyatt got to be that guy for me.
Real quick before Kyle, 800-990-3776. Rob says this is easy on the Carbless Talking text line. Jordan Love needs to be way more consistent. I want to look beyond Jordan Love. I think we all have talked a lot about the consistency, that word again, we might have to add that to the list, that Jordan Love needs to provide in his third year. But these are the other, like the supporting cast that make up the holistic team that help get you to your next level.
Yeah, Brad, you were spot on. And as soon as you said Devontae White, I leaned back in my chair. I said, dang. Listen, Quay, you need Quay to get better, definitely. You need Tay Wicks to get better, not as much as you need for this defensive lineman. Brad hit everything that you need to know is the fact that this D-line needs to have somebody that can be disruptive. And Kenny Clark might say he was injured last year, but again, Kenny Clark is getting older. Like, I can't expect him to continue to be some type of force or be as consistent because at this point, his clock is ticking. Kenny Clark maybe has 1 or 2 good years left, and then he's basically going to be fading out with his career going towards the end of it. So we need to find somebody to replace a Kenny Clark and be disruptive. And when you look at the way that Devontae Wyatt started last year, in the first 3 games of the season, he had 3 sacks, right? He was second on this team with 9 quarterback hits last year. So he had some moments where he could be disruptive, but then he had the injury to his ankle that messed him up. I know he said his shoulder was messed up last year as well. So these injuries derailed what we thought was a season that looked like it started off with a lot of momentum. So it's
a lot of promise.
But see, here's the difference between some of these other guys and Devontae Wyatt. Is that Devontae Wyatt showed the promise early and then injuries derailed it, right? It didn't take for him to have like a slow start. No, we noticed him game 1. We noticed Devontae Wyatt. We were like, oh, okay, all right. And so the problem
moving bodies.
Yeah, he was doing well. And so the problem is that he ended up getting hurt early on, and he was never able to replicate how he started the season. Now, injuries could have been part of that, but what he showed us right away is what you want to see. You want to see in year 2, year 3, year 4, at the start of the season, is this person making improvements? You can see within the first couple of weeks to say, okay, they're turning the corner. They are getting better. And so if we see that again from Devontae Wyatt, if he can replicate how he started the season last year and make that who he is, a guy that ended up with 5 sacks last year, we're moving on from TJ Slayton as well. So he's going to have a bigger role in this defense. If Devontae Wyatt can show what he showed in flashes the first 3 games and replicate that the whole season next year, then watch out. The Green Bay Packers have somebody that can help them get to the quarterback, only rushing 4.
800-990-3776. This is an interesting one. AJ, our guy in Baltimore, what do you got here for who needs to take the next step?
Hey, what's up, guys? Kyle, how you doing, dog?
What up, AJ? Baltimore, my boy AJ.
Yeah, man. No, listen, I think Luke Musgrave, actually, for me, is the guy who's got to be more consistent, and he showed that pop, that flash his first year. Like, he had that athleticism, that long touchdown in Dallas. If you could imagine a healthy Luke Musgrave, a consistent Luke Musgrave paired with Tucker Kraft, this offense can take it to the next level, right? And take that next step.
Hey.
Go ahead, Will, and hit it. But
dude, he's running the show. Running the show in Baltimore.
But I'm telling you, I mean, if you got a 2 tight end set, and then you get the speed of Matt Golden on the outside, you got Jaden Reed running his mid routes, this offense can take off, right? But you could have like a New England Patriot, Aaron Gonzalez, RIP, and Gronk type offense.
Little stretching it right now, AJ. There were some talented individuals, that Gronkowski Hall of Famer and the
I guess
RIP.
Aaron Hernandez. He had some bodies he buried.
Wow. Well, you go.
Are you going to comment on the Musgrave thing? Because I am.
Well, you comment specifically on Musgrave, then I have like a holistic observation.
Mine's holistic as well.
Well, I can comment on Musgrave.
No. It's a holistic off.
Well, let me just quickly say, he's absolutely right. When we're talking about this offense, we're talking about the emergence of, whether or not Tay Wicks is going to be better. What is Romeo Doubs going to do? Is Jaden Reed going to be more consistent? What are we going to get out of Matthew Golden? If Luke Musgrave continues to progress, because year 1, he had an up and down year, but we saw it there, right? Year 2, he was injured. If Musgrave is just a solid contributor or just a receiving threat, this offense is over. It's over.
I think that's what Brad and I are getting at. The biggest thing we've been talking about holistically, Brad, for this offense is when talking about Jordan Love's over-under at Potawatomi Sportsbook at 3,600 yards, when talking about Josh Jacobs at 1,050 yards, those seem achievable. But everything becomes more achievable when you have so many different ways to score points and to utilize Matt LaFleur's creativity. If you have 2 tight end sets, and then you can bring in 4 wide, and you can bring in a jumbo and run with Josh Jacobs, if you can find a way to be more effective on play action, because you basically were inefficient at all play action last year because they were learning to use Josh Jacobs in a different way than they used Aaron Jones, like, no one's going to be mad if they have another person step up on offense like a Luke Musgrave, because it just opens up Matt LaFleur's playbook.
Yeah, I mean, the more threats you have, the more mismatches there are, and that is everything when it comes to the NFL. My holistic thing looking at it was, even so, if you include Jordan Love, man, you got so many position groups that need to take a next step. Like, it's one of those things where
there it is.
I mean, I only can see maybe Josh Jacobs in the running back room as the only position group that isn't that doesn't have somebody on notice.
We can say of the skill position players, he is the most consistent to fit the theme.
And I just wonder, like, maybe that's why we feel like this team is going to be good to very good, but we're not sure that they're going to be championship contenders, because there are so many guys that, like, where they are to where they need to be for this team to be a championship contender, there's still a pretty big gap. And if there is a collective next step, then you're going to be able to see that. But if you're not, then, like, it feels like this is a playoff team, unless all these guys take a big collective.
Whoa. We got another request. Joe and the Boonies on the Cardinals Talking text line. I'm interested to see if my boy, Emmanuel Wilson, takes the next step. Hit it, Will.
Let me talk that running backs room, though. I loved it last year. If Marshawn Lloyd is what we believed he could be, that's enough. Listen. I'm very optimistic on the Packers most of the time and positive for the Packers.
On offense, not on defense.
Offense. AJ got me excited because let me tell y'all this right now. The league better pray. Defensive coordinators better pray and go to church every Sunday that they can before the season starts, that the Green Bay Packers don't take that next step. Because if they do, we talked about the fact that, Jaden Reed and Matthew Golden, Kraft, Musgrave, and Josh Jacobs out the backfield, who's a great running back catching the ball at the backfield. If the Packers end up having 2 tight ends that are threats, and they find 3 wide receivers that are threats, plus Josh Jacobs, and then Jordan Love using his legs, we won't be stopped. Well, the greatest show on the tundra, I don't know if that works.
We were cooking with momentum, and then Kyle ruined it. But I'll get us back on track because we talk a lot about summer and fun on this program.
I love summer fun.
Road America, the IndyCar XPEL Grand Prix is June 19th through the 22nd. Come for the experience, stay for the race. One of my favorite events all season long at Road America. They have so many events, but I love when the IndyCar comes to town. 14 turns, 4+ mile road course, the largest in North America, right here in Wisconsin.
Oh, wow.
The largest road course in North America is in Wisconsin. Wow. That's right in our backyard.
That's Mexico and Canada and the U.S.
And NASCAR's in Mexico right now, and it's not even the largest road course because we have that in Wisconsin. Kids 16 and under are free with a paying adult at the gate, and the concession stand has something for everybody. Come for the experience. Stay for the race. Get your tickets for IndyCar XPEL Grand Prix, June 19th through the 22nd at roadamerica.com. Stephen A. Smith, I got some words for you. I know you make more than me, but I ain't scared.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You said they are a reflection of their head coach.
Yes, he's soft, as he proved with you by signing that damn jersey you had on. You think Campbell would have signed that jersey?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
About on 41, backing up from Watertown Plank Road all the way up to Hampton. Southbound slowing down just south of Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol Drive. Northbound 43 also backing up from the Marquette all the way up to Keefe. Southbound's got heavy ride from before Good Hope Road all the way past Silver Spring and then back on the brakes from Capitol down through the Marquette to the KK River. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 55. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 70 at the lake, 78 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, it's Brad Nortman, and I've got to tell you about my go-to Car Wash, Tsunami Express. Get your ride looking its best and ride the wave at Tsunami Express Car Wash, Milwaukee's fan favorite for that perfect shine. Sign up for a monthly membership and enjoy unlimited washes for less than $1 a day. Skip the wait with the fast lane and take advantage of great perks. With locations in Midtown Milwaukee, Waukesha, Greenfield, Oak Creek, and Mount Pleasant, Tsunami Express has you covered. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Visit TsunamiExpress.com to learn more.
I'm Monica Kessler.
Monica makes sure that everything at Kessler's is worthy of a lifetime warranty.
The quality of your ring is incredibly important when it comes to diamond setting, ring sizing, and repairs.
Monica has been part of Kessler's since she was 6 years old.
Let me tell you how to judge the quality of the jewelry you're buying.
It's easier than you think.
All you have to do is read the warranty.
Most stores offer a 5-year warranty, but Kessler's offers a lifetime warranty, the strongest in the world.
We can do it because we put more gold in your jewelry.
When a jeweler wants to make a bigger profit, they put less gold into the jewelry. This makes it thinner and easier to break.
Theirs might look like ours at first glance, but Kessler's jewelry is made not to break, and that takes more gold.
We give you a lifetime warranty because our jewelry is made to last forever, just like your love.
Gold is more than $2,000 an ounce.
Kessler's gives you more gold, a lot more gold.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, go to KesslersDiamonds.com.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Summerfest is almost here, and we're going to send you to all 9 days. It's Summerfest on us. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app and register for your chance to bring a friend and have the best summer ever at the big gig. Summerfest on us. Register today in the ESPN Wisconsin app under the Contest tab.
Summertime is the time for all the big events. Weddings, milestone birthdays, even corporate events. Elevate every event with Noble Catering, a premier craft caterer in southeastern Wisconsin, preferred by over 30 venues. Noble Catering is also the exclusive caterer of Villa Terrace, an East Side event treasure. And coming in 2026, Noble's new headquarters, a 400-person event venue in the heart of Bayview called Brixton's Turn. Book them for your event at noblecateringco.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Part-time Will's running the show for Alex Strofe. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin on this Friday. Hope you're enjoying yourself on your way to do something fun. And staying with us till 5 o'clock leading into the Homer Hour. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. List is more. You can see us as always on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Listen on the all-new, easy-to-use, easy to download, easy to listen back. It's the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's cool. It's very cool.
It's
so easy. New
so
and
clean.
updated.
I love when I can just pop in my car and, like, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy go to break. Pop on over on Sportsmanlike on 100.5 ESPN right there. Boop. Got it all. Tip of the fingers. Annoyed would be what I would say I feel after watching and listening to Stephen A. Smith today.
What did he do?
Bonafide scrub.
Oh, wow.
You calling Stephen A. that, Will?
After what he said today, yeah.
Yeah. Let's hear Stephen A. on our guy Yanni.
You would use to describe Giannis's career if he doesn't win another title?
Underachiever. Underachiever. I'm going to tell you why. It's one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Over the last 4 years, minimum 200 games, Giannis, second in the league, 30.4 points per game. Fifth in the league, 11.7 rebounds per game. Fifth among qualifiers at 58% from the field. And 9 All-NBA selections in his career, 9 All-Star selections, and top 10 finishes in league MVP voting 9 times. And he has more of that than postseason series wins. That's unacceptable. It's not his fault. I'm not in any way pointing to him or what he's not doing. I'm saying that you don't look at somebody that dominant, that fantastic, with that kind of fire in his belly to compete on a night-in, night-out basis, and all you have is one championship to show for it. He's got 1 playoff series win in the last 4 years. Ain't his fault. He was hurt a couple of times.
Right.
Got upset by Miami, Jimmy Butler and the crew. Jimmy and them gave it to him, no doubt. But this year, Damian Lillard goes down, you lose to Indiana. We understand all of that. But to know Giannis, his career, his accomplishments, his cachet, and to say 1 championship, no. You definitely expect more than that.
A lot to unpack for me. Initially, calling him an underachiever if he only has 1 championship, that's not the part that I'm frustrated with. It's the context that he provides after it. He basically then just makes excuses for him, but says it's unacceptable. He basically says, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. Well, yeah, then you can't call him an underachiever. He's given everything he can give, and he's had a lot of things go against him. After the one spot where I would say I would be disappointed with Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks was 2019. It was on a silver platter. You're up 2-0 against the Raptors, and it was the year the Warriors got hurt in the finals. That one would have been amazing to have. But since championship,
made up for it though.
Yeah, and he did.
Yeah,
but now post-championship, underachiever for only having 1 in the rest of his career. Well, okay, then let's do this, right? 2022. Chris Middleton gets hurt. He wills the Milwaukee Bucks to almost beat the Celtics in the Eastern Conference semis. 2023.
He can't play.
He gets hurt. Well, yeah, Chris Middleton literally couldn't play if that's what you're going for. 2023, he gets hurt. Dame comes in the next year. He gets hurt along with Giannis. Dame's a damn decoy out there, and you got Chris Middleton with a bum knee trying to get him past the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
This year, Achilles for Dame. The
calf before that, or blood clot. Excuse me, blood clot.
I mean, see, that's where I was going. Achilles, then blood clot, then Achilles. So my thing is, you can't call out a guy who's also showed loyalty to the Milwaukee Bucks, who are a franchise that have 2 titles in 50 years, right? If Giannis stays with Milwaukee, he's also taking a risk. He is, and I think he's going to, and I want him to. But the risk is for the Milwaukee Bucks that if he doesn't get where he wants to go the next 2 years, he may walk, and the Bucks will never be the same for it. The Bucks will never be the same for it. So he's showing trust and faith in the Bucks. So that'd be 2 more years of his prime where, statistically speaking, if he were to move elsewhere, he would have better odds to win another championship. He's choosing to do it a different way. And that's why I don't think it's fair to call him an underachiever if he doesn't win the way he's gone about his route in the NBA.
Ben, I'm right there with you. I mean, it's disrespect from Stephen A. Smith to describe him as an underachiever. It's a backhanded compliment is really what it is, because no matter how you slice it, if Giannis were to just coast to the rest of his way for his career, which he won't do, even if he would to retire right now, he's a top 20 player of all time. Now, he's probably like in the 18, 19, 20, right? Because you have to really start stacking championships and MVPs and things like that if you're going to break the top 15. But if he goes from 1 to 2, maybe he's like 15. You know, it probably would take 3 or 4 championships to be close to the top 10. So Giannis is a far way from that. Maybe what he's saying is he has the capability, he is the performer, he's the competitor to be in that same conversation as the top 10. But Giannis,
but he also says it's not his fault.
Well, but Giannis has always been about doing it his way. He is not catered to the pressure of the media. He doesn't cater to the friendships around the league, and he doesn't put his sense of integrity and morality is too strong, but integrity, where he's like, listen, I came to Milwaukee. Milwaukee took a chance on me. I want to build this together. He helped build this city literally and figuratively. And he could have easily, a couple of years ago, he could have left. He could have went to the Heat. He could have went to the Knicks. He could have went to Golden State. And there's a good chance he has a ring, right? There is a good chance if he joined a different team, whoever he wanted to, he could have a ring. But he's doing it his way. So Giannis, his sense of loyalty and integrity, that matters just as much as championships. Now, I know he wants that second one for sure, but you have to use that context. And the fact, if anybody's a top 20 player of all time, you can't by definition be underachieving. That is greatness among greatness among greatness.
And doing it in one of the smallest markets in the NBA.
And doing it in one of the more unconventional ways to ever do it.
Yeah, when I look at this and I hear that, I disagree, and I think we're putting the blame in the wrong place. He didn't underachieve. The team around him underachieved. The organization underachieved. I'm not putting this on Giannis. Stephen A. Smith told you every single reason why Giannis did not underachieve. He told you every single reason why Giannis has been failed by those around him in the organization. That's why I was so upset that John Horst got an extension, because I think he needs to go. I'm very appreciative of John Horst and the championship that he brought us. But what do we always say? What have you done for me lately? And what you have done for me lately is getting put out in the first round year after year after year. And that is a problem. The Bucks did not build an elite roster around them. And then now the Bucks really got passed up, because now you're seeing teams like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is fantastic, but they built a great roster around him. You look at the Pacers, that's a great team as well. Now it's on John Horst to build a great team around Giannis, and it starts this offseason. But Stephen A. Smith, do not say Giannis underachieved, because Giannis personally has not underachieved. You gave the stats, you gave the accolades, you gave his greatness when you talked about everything that he's done. The problem is those around him got hurt, or those around him were not good enough to allow for him to raise them up to a level that they can be great. And so at the end of the day, no, Giannis has not underachieved. The Bucks organization has underachieved with Giannis at the helm. And when I say the helm, as the leader of this team, it's the same thing that the Packers did with Brett Favre, same thing that the Packers did with Aaron Rodgers, and right now it's the same thing that the Packers may end up doing with Jordan Love, is underachieving with the greatness that we have.
I don't care who's on the team next year. Giannis has been more engaged with words being said about him this offseason than ever before. Evidence to him tweeting about Shams, subtweeting him by saying, does anybody miss Woj? Replying to things, active on social media. I don't care who's on the roster. I likely will be going to Potawatomi Sportsbook and putting a bet down for MVP. Because you heard the stats from Stephen A. Smith.
You can't win the MVP being a 4-5 seed.
Watch him with the guys around him.
He's going to have to average because, Kobe led the league in scoring. He didn't win an MVP.
But it's not about scoring. You see what he's able to do, effective field goal percentage. He's going to go for 60+% again from the field. He's going to average 35.
I'm going to say he got to average 35 and 12, 13.
35, 12,
He's going to be the only guy on the team.
8?
Yeah.
Listen, if Giannis averaged 35, 12,
and 8.
8 assists?
Yep.
The thing is, Giannis can go do it, though. I mean, who else on this team is going to take over?
Giannis is going to be
just decide to take over the game.
He could do it. He could do it.
He was averaging a triple-double down the stretch when Dame went out.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it was only a couple of games, but...
I'm trying to see his career high in assists for a season now.
Maybe 6 point something?
He had 6.5 last season.
Yeah.
And you're telling me 8's not achievable?
No, I'm saying 35, 12, and 8. Those are ridiculous numbers. If he does that,
30, 12, 6.5.
Yeah, that's
30.
Right.
I'm asking for 35, 12, and 8 without Dame.
You're saying 30,
I think it's achievable.
30, 12, 6.5 was last year?
Yeah.
30, 12, 6.5,
more
60%
more
last year.
shots for him.
More
more
opportunity for him to be the guy.
And more opportunities for his teammates to miss. Yeah.
Gary Bird.
So I'm just saying. It's just hard. The Bucks aren't going to be higher than the 4th.
Last 2 seasons, 6.5 assists. He's gone up. Continue to go up. Time to take that big leap.
So you're not worried about the Bucks winning next year?
No, if he does this, they will win.
They'll win games.
Yeah. That's the goal of next year. We know the championship year is next year.
Honestly, the goal of next year should be about putting a roster around Giannis that's sustainable. Next year should be, let's see how good we can be.
Let's
but it
shoot
should be
for not next year, the year
Dirty
after.
D, hit Kyle up here.
Hey, Dirty D.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I can't complain.
Happy Friday!
Happy Friday,
Dirty D.
Indeed, Dirty D. What you got going on in that noggin?
Nothing. I'm taking care of my daughter that's got a concussion. Actually, she just started yelling at me and telling me I should be quiet.
I think I might have heard her say that. You got to listen to your daughter sometimes. But the noggin, is her noggin feeling better?
She's getting there.
That's good.
It's a process, Dirty D.
Anyhow, Kyle, do never underestimate Giannis.
Powerful.
You heard it there?
Powerful.
35,
Shut
12, and 8.
his butt up,
Never.
Dirty D.
Hey, Dirty, I'm with you. Okay. Let's see.
Never
how we do.
doubt greatness.
I don't. Do people realize if
You're Kyle's doubting Giannis again.
No.
Thought he was a bad leader.
35.
Now he's doubting Giannis coming into next season.
35.
Send it to
12, and
Giannis.
8. No. 35, 12, and 8 is like what Cats was getting back in the 70s when everybody was 6'3", and Wilt Chamberlain was.
You think he's capable?
Is he? I mean, he got to play
I
G-ball.
said 30, 12, and 5,
You
6
said
and a half.
You said 30.
This past season, 30, 12, 6 and a half.
Still, you're asking. The rebounds ain't the problem. 5 more points, which is doable.
1.5 more assists without Dame. And as Will was saying, his numbers without Dame towards the end of the regular season were dynamite.
He's got the ball in his hands more without Dame for sure.
I guess it's just when Russell Westbrook averaged a triple-double, did he average 30?
But no, he didn't average 30, but they were like letting him get rebounds.
Yeah,
like Giannis
that was
earns
pity.
everything he gets.
A pity.
Earns everything. We wrap up the ESPN Wisconsin hour and head to the 414 hour next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Student Athlete Support Fund is something I was looking at. I'm ultimately likely going to give to this College of Letters. Jeez. I was in life.
Long week.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the Earth needs a good lawyer.
Woo! Hey, this is Ben Brust from Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. People can't stop screaming about the Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza, and no wonder. There's plenty to scream about, like the buttery stone-fired crust, secret recipe tomato sauce, mounds of whole milk mozzarella, and tons of premium toppings. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer and find out for yourself why Sporked called Screamin' Sicilian's holy pepperoni frozen pizza the best of the best. Screamin' Sicilian, taste what all the screamin' is about.
Awarded Best of Weddings 2023 by The Knot, The Bog is much more than world-class golf. Our clubhouse ballroom offers floor-to-ceiling windows and a breathtaking full-wall fireplace. Our barn venue was inspired by the on-site barn at Hole 6, built in the 1800s. 2 outdoor ceremony sites and a variety of personalized options. Our venues are perfect for family get-togethers, weddings, showers, graduation parties, or any event you are hosting. Call The Bog at 262-292-0740 or visit thebarnofthebog.com.
Hey there, Brewers fans. We've got a new way for you to watch the Brew Crew this season. FanDuel Sports Network. And now there are more ways to watch the Brewers than ever before. Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network to stream all the action. Or, new this season, Brewers Baseball is now available on Amazon Prime Video as an add-on subscription. You can also access FanDuel Sports Network through TV providers, including DirecTV, Spectrum, Xfinity, Fubo, and more. Visit GetMyHomeTeams.com to learn more.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back?
back. If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TURN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TURN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TURN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here with an offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get 0 interest financing for 12 months and a free shower door with your Lugstone shower remodel. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast, professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
This is Mike from Professional Construction, Inc. It's been an exciting year, from celebrating 20 years in business to our son graduating his construction apprenticeship and becoming a full-time carpenter.
Yeah, Dad, I won't be needing my toy hammer anymore. Why don't you hold that and the flashlight so I can help our amazing customers?
That's what a family business is all about, pursuing dreams and helping others.
And that's exactly what we do here at PCI.
Visit ProfessionalConstructionInc.com for all your construction needs.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Rich. I like to poop deep dish and when it goes squish. Call it 666.
I'll give you that Friday feeling. It's working with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And they have a deal right now that's going to pique your interest. How about getting those beautiful, practical, energy-saving, and home value-increasing Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, but you have to pay no interest and no payments for up to 2 years. That's right. That is the deal that they are offering right now. You get to enjoy all the benefits of Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, which include lower energy bills, higher home value, and a transformed home from the inside out, and pay no interest and no payments for 2 years. Get to enjoy it now. Not a dime leaves that bank account for 2 years, but this is a deal that only lasts until June 30th, so set that free in-home consultation now with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. You won't regret it. Now is the time to act. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, PellaWI.com.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman hanging with you till 5 o'clock. Part-time Will running the show.
I like part-time Will. He listens to me, unlike the other string being of a disaster.
The unathletic noodle.
Yeah. He is a wacky, waving, inflatable arms. He really is that.
I still can't get over his jump squats.
It was something to behold. It really was.
It's unbelievable that somebody do jump squats and he did what he did.
It's not just jump squats. You could say, like, walk, and he'll mess it up.
He does have a very unique cadence.
He's a bopper.
Let me stop, because you know what? You know how I went to my parents' house yesterday? My mom said, "You guys got to leave Strofe alone. You're being mean." I said,
wait. 800-990-3776. Are we too mean to Strofe?
According to Mama Wallace.
It's all the women.
Whoa. First and foremost, you better chill with that. They're talking about all the women. You talking about my mama, sir. It's all the women.
But she's a woman, right?
Well, damn, but I like the way he said it.
You know, your baby girl, my fiance, Brad's fiance.
You done put my mama in with these young women. That's different. It's all the women.
What the hell? Okay. Kyle's mom and the rest of the non-qualified to be in the category that she's in believe that
it just seemed extra aggressive. Maybe it hit different when it's your mom.
It's all the women.
Yeah, dude. Talking about my damn mama, boy. Crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with her.
She's a woman.
She's a grown woman.
We're back in 2 minutes. Sorry, mama.
Southbound on 41, slowing down from Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. The northbound side slow from Watertown Plank Road up to Burleigh. Delays then on the bypass, heading southbound from about Oklahoma Avenue down and around the Hale interchange all the way to about Loomis. The westbound side slow out of the Mitchell interchange all the way past 60th Street. Traffic is brought to you by Third Ward Beer Garden. Experience Milwaukee's favorite beer garden. Open Wednesday through Sunday with live music Thursday through Saturday. Good times and great vibes await at Third Ward Beer Garden. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 55. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 70 at the lake, 78 inland. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust talking about our friends at Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. IndyCar XPEL Grand Prix is up next on June 19th through the 22nd. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Your current car, soon to be your old car. A new car, better start looking. But you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with free credit score and score monitoring on most new consumer checking accounts. Because when you know you need to make a big purchase, knowing your credit score puts you in the driver's seat. You've got this with free credit monitor from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Hey, this is Homer. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN. Oh, I like that.
A little extra juice to the 414 hour at 4 with part-time Will running the show.
Will could be a hype man. Look at him. I like that.
He's fast.
Matter of fact, Will, let me hear you say 414 hour at 4. You've been around the 414 for a while. Come on, Will. Let me see what you got.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
And see that young boy got some friends. You got some friends. He got a little swag to him. This ain't the first time he had to do that. He had to prove himself a little bit. I see you, Will.
Have we had? Oh yeah, when Alex Strofe does it, he just does it in his goofy voice.
Yeah.
It's the 414 hour.
That's the kid that went to school close to the city. Unlike Strofe.
Denmark, Wisconsin, outside of Green Bay.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I didn't know Will had so much swag in him, Will. Next time you can't let them girls beat you up at the bar.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Wait.
You got jumped by some women.
Well, let's let Will tell the story.
Yeah, so basically, me and a couple buddies were out on a night out, and these two girls were like, "Can you come here?" And I was like, "Sure." They were like face that way, and I thought they were doing like some social experiment on me or something.
He thought they was finna get frisky with him. He was excited.
What'd you say? You said they called you over.
Yeah.
And had you turn away from them?
It was like a high top table.
It was like
just standing.
It was at the bar, and it was kind of like a narrow passing way. So there were tables across from the bar, right, in between the hallway. And they were like, "Look at the wall." So I was like, "All right." And then one of them just came from
we got another
behind
simp.
me and put me in a headlock, and then the other one kicked me where the sun don't shine.
Damn, you got
what the heck is wrong with these women?
Did you get their number at least after?
No, I just walked away.
Whoa, Will.
Kyle, take it back now.
Ain't no way. Where's your friend at? Your friend let you get beat up and didn't let you get the number?
Well, I looked at them, and they were all laughing at me.
Yeah, I would have laughed. Ha, ha, ha. So, hey, ladies, what y'all doing tonight other than beating up guys? I know that the kick where the sun don't shine ain't free. I'm going to get something out of it. Get the Snapchat, Instagram, phone, number 1 and 2.
What do you know about that?
Well, I've never been beat up by women in the bar.
No. Snapchat, Instagram.
Back in the day, I used to ask for
back in the
stuff.
day.
Yeah, back in the day. Ask for all that, not no more.
Wait, you mean way back in the day?
So you'd ask for someone's Snapchat?
Yeah. Back in the day, you used to ask for Snapchat. Y'all didn't ask for Snapchat.
I don't think no.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah.
Oh no, Will. I don't think you Gen Zers even text anymore.
I'm more of a numbers guy, but a lot of people are Snapchat driven.
Let me tell y'all something
What
about
does
this.
that mean?
Let me tell you something about
Snapchat?
Snapchat. When I was single, this is single previous to shoot. This is pre 2018. when I was single, Snapchat, let me tell you, that's the place to be. You get a girl Snapchat, they like you might get surprises. You don't know what you're going to get when you open that.
Okay.
Will, can you attest to that? Will?
No comment.
I'm telling you, oh, wow. And replay? Yeah. Been there, done that.
Hang on, we got to go back a little bit. This doesn't feel like a real story.
Oh, yeah, him getting beat up by
Will
two
just
women?
walked over.
It 100% happened.
No, I'm not doubting that it
police?
happened. I'm just sad that you didn't handle it well.
Did you?
I'm not even going the Kyle route. Like,
okay,
you didn't ask any questions.
I did leave out a part. I was like, well, afterwards, I was like, why did you guys do that? Obviously, it's a fair question to ask. And they were like, our friend said that you had to do that so that she wouldn't leave, and you looked like the easiest one to do that.
Oh no! It just got worse, guys. It just got worse.
Wait. What? Her friend.
You must have been looking thirsty out there, Will. They're like, that guy looks like he'll do anything for a girl.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not the tallest guy in the world, so maybe it was just easier to put me in the headlock.
You're also a nice guy, so I mean that's a compliment, right?
I'm gonna go with the
Brad!
slow person.
Yeah, I mean,
You're trying to throw a compliment on the fact that that man was put in a headlock?
My man was assaulted. He was assaulted.
What are you going to do to a couple of women? You're not going to fight back. You're not going to. What are you going to do?
No, you can't.
You just laugh it off and you move on with your life.
I'm so glad I'm a millennial because let me tell you, if that Gen Z women is something different.
What in the world?
You just did it for
I can't even fathom that happening like at a bar when I was. How old are you, Will?
22.
How old were they?
I don't know, but around my age.
What's wrong with you guys?
And a third friend bet the two of them?
Yes.
And they just spotted.
Was the kick hard?
It was accurate.
See, I would have got.
That's disturbing.
No, see,
that's assault.
I would have figured out.
I would have been on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh!
Call the police.
Boy.
Yeah,
911.
I should have sold it a little more.
You got to sell it. Like John Anderson, who joins our airwaves, this is SportsCenter commercial when he runs into Abby Wambach in the Bristol, Connecticut area, and he's like, "Oh, my arm."
Mm-hmm. So I didn't.
You should have made them feel horrible.
I tried to tough it out.
You got to find a way to win at all costs.
Yeah,
you didn't even think to try to get their number or try to have a conversation.
You keep going back to the number. If I got kicked in the region, the nether region, I'm not getting their number.
You know, when you were a kid, you used to like the girl you used to like her.
The way I started dating my girlfriend of high school was very much like this, but not like this.
I hope you didn't put her in a headlock and kick her with the Sundance side.
No, it was like the homecoming parade, and she was in the float ahead of ours.
And you threw something at her, didn't
you? Candy.
Yeah, Ben terrorized
of course he did.
I threw candy at her.
This is how I express myself. You threw candy at
her?
her?
No, I didn't chuck it at her.
No, you threw it at the back of her head.
I didn't. No, it was like a Jolly Rancher or something, like, floated up there. No, hit him in the shoulder, like, ha, 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 I'm flirting.
Did she retaliate? Did she throw him back?
No, she ended up dating him. These women, they love their Benny Brust. Or now woman.
There you go, Kyle. How you say women like that?
Poor Will, boy. Sorry, guy. I don't even know what to tell you.
Yeah, what a weird environment.
It's all about the bounce back.
Ain't no.
Have you bounced back from that?
No.
Well, how do you do with the lady?
Yeah. So this is for context. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across just 94.5 ESPN. One of our great teammates. I think he's an awesome person. Great teammate. Ryan Wollersheim of 100.5 ESPN Madison is producing Jim, Matt, and Molly right now. He's on a 5-year drought of being able to land a date.
Boy, that's
a lot.
That's like half a decade.
Like you could Kyle, you could walk around for 5 years single and accidentally run into a date and not even talk, and not even reach out to talk to anybody, right?
That is,
you know what I'm saying?
it's pretty hard.
He can't get a date. So I want to know where you're at, Will. What are we working with?
I'm definitely in a better spot than Ryan Wollersheim. No offense to him.
No, but what's your game like?
I mean, when I go out, are you saying?
Yeah, are you do you buy them drinks? Are you a funny guy?
Funny guy. Personality higher.
Yeah.
Personality guy.
I like that.
Do we feel it? I'm not feeling the Riz right now.
He's not in the environment.
All right. I'm a girl at a bar.
Oh, that's
I'm a
interesting.
cute girl at a bar right now.
What do you?
I'm not participating.
I am a 9 out of 10 to you.
Wow,
that's a
you
hottie.
wish, Ben.
Smoke show.
So I'm hanging out with some friends. We're standing at a high top table. Will, you're like, I got to do something about this. What are you gonna do?
I like your purse. Where'd you get it? My sister's birthday's coming up.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. You got a sister.
Actually pretty good.
That's actually really good.
Can you send me the link? My number.
Oh
is,
my gosh! No, so right. Oh my. Let's role play a little bit here.
Okay.
Oh my
I'm gonna
gosh!
take a
I
step
just
back.
I got too excited to role play.
I just got this. I'm so glad you noticed. Yeah, this was a birthday gift that I got. It's a Louis Vuitton.
Wow.
It's $2,500.
Oh, wow.
And what did you need it for?
It's right in my price range for my sister's birthday.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's wait, hang on.
It's a little
Hang
on
on.
the
That's a
cheap
little
side.
weird. You're going to get your sister a $2,500 purse? What are you into?
What?
Well, I hope you're not lying to these women, because, boy, I'd be disappointed. $2,500. They're not going to use you because they love you. They're going to use you for your money.
I'm sorry, Will.
Where do you even?
I had to do that. It's like a thing I do when I have like a Friday with a newish producer, and I got to try to make them feel as uncomfortable as possible.
Wow.
I just can't help myself.
You were trying to get an Oscar playing a woman, I see. Miss Doubtfire.
I was trying to see if Will had the
Medea.
Riz.
Yeah, Will got some decent
Yeah,
riz,
no,
I
he's
guess.
got it. He's got it, except for the fact that he got put in a headlock by two women.
Yeah, that's traumatized me. It set me back a little bit.
I know Gen Z is a weird group, but please tell me at least, like,
enlighten us.
Meeting girls at a bar is still a thing, right? Not everything's digital.
100%.
Okay.
I'm anti-digital.
Okay.
In person.
So you wouldn't do, or at least at this point in life, like
dating app?
Yeah.
Brad, you're so old.
I don't know what they're called. Hinge?
Yeah, Hinge is one of them. I mean, I've been on them, but I've never like gone on a date with a girl on Hinge.
Really? Oh, Will, that's questionable then.
Why?
I mean, there's
you got options. You use them.
Literally, the app is like, they look attractive or not.
You're shrinking. You're shrinking the potential.
One of my friends runs it for me, actually.
Oh, Will, you're one of those.
No.
I'm too lazy.
Will's got a flip phone.
I never check it.
No, Will. Will. I know, Will. I don't want to be mean, but the other producer that sits in the seat majority of the time, he's a weirdo, but he has confidence out this world. Well, you got to.
I didn't say I didn't have confidence.
No,
I just
you don't want the rejection, but it's great though. I mean, take 100 shots if you make 3 of them.
But he's taking like 10 shots in person, where he can be taking 100.
Yeah, well, all right. Will.
All right, we got work to do with Will and Ryan Wollersheim. All these Gen
He's
Zers
not
need to be
bad as a place
traditionalized.
At least you know how to riz them. Will doesn't have a 5-year drought of a date. Pow! Maybe just a 5-week.
Wash this off, Brad, with some Tsunami Express.
Oh, gladly rinse and repeat. That's exactly what you're going to get at Tsunami Express. They can rinse off anything, even the discomfort that's so palpable in this studio. That's right, Tsunami Express Car Wash. You're going to take your car there. You can get that inside and outside clean that only Tsunami Express can do. They can deliver on that promise because they have state-of-the-art wash technology that gives you a long-lasting shine and protection. Not only that, but on the inside of the car, can't forget, that's where you are anyway. Free vacuums, mat washers, do-it-yourself detailing supplies, and tire air, all for affordable prices. And talk about affordable, convenient monthly memberships. I myself am a ceramic member. That means a monthly membership, one low price. You can go over and over and over and over again. The car is always looking good, particularly in the Wisconsin summer. With a quick look and a quick swivel of your head, you're going to see that Tsunami Express has so many locations all around greater Milwaukee and opening up new ones, New Berlin. It should get your mind right because Tsunami Express is coming to you. Enjoy that brand new type feel when you get a Tsunami Express car wash. Wash, chill, repeat with Tsunami Express.
We have pole position next. We have to bring Misiorowski back. I need the Misiorowski energy again.
The Miz!
Pole position next into Misiorowski love on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
DKB, they get all my love, all my energy, and all my time. I'll be danged if GKB and Craig not going to allow me to take my half-an-hour boo-boo. If I need to do that, they need to allow me to do that.
That's your whole lunch break.
I don't even take a lunch break. I work during lunch.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Well, it looks like we got a crash now on the ramp from National Avenue to southbound 894, so watch out for that. 894 itself is going to be slow from just south of Oklahoma Avenue down and around the Hale interchange past Loomis. Eastbound 94, watch out for delays out of the Zoo interchange pretty much all the way to 35th Street. Northbound 43 backing up through the Marquette up to Keefe with the southbound side slow from before Capitol Drive down through the Marquette to the KK River. Traffic is brought to you by Third Ward Beer Garden. Experience Milwaukee's favorite beer garden. Open Wednesday through Sunday with live music Thursday through Saturday. Good times and great vibes await at Third Ward Beer Garden. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 55. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 70 at the lake, 78 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on June 17th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in June 17th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check out your local listings to watch the game.
Set sail this June for a boundless bounty at Potawatomi. Come aboard, and you might win a share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Just play with your rewards card for entries. Prize drawings on Thursdays. Boundless bounty this June at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Your win is waiting. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor. If it's a celebrate or tailgate, when you're gonna recreate upstate. If it's a holiday, birthday, any date, you can save at Discount Liquor.
It's the world's largest music festival, and you'll be there compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. There is no other party like Summerfest. Buy any one 15-pack of 16-ounce aluminum bottles of Miller Lite, Coors Light, or Coors Banquet, or any one 12-pack of Happy Thursday Spiked Refresher, and receive one free Summerfest ticket. Visit us at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and in Barstow and Maine in downtown Waukesha.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings.
See us for your free Summerfest ticket, and check out our specials at DiscountLiquorInc.com.
Discount Liquor.
Kevin Morat, Mentality founder, here with a wake-up call. You're running on fumes, gentlemen. Just 1/3 of the free testosterone you need. That's why you're drained, defeated, and disgusted with your progress. But here's the truth. Mentality doctors specialize in epic comebacks. Our clients show an increase of 30% testosterone levels within the first month. We don't just treat men, we reignite lives. Just imagine the focus, energy, and drive being restored. Your comeback starts now. Don't wait. Make this your best year yet. Start today at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Time now for pole position on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with part-time Will in for Alex Strofe. You, KBN Nation, listening on the ESPN Wisconsin app and calling, texting 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talk and Text line. And as always, see Kyle's cool outfit on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee.
You like it?
It's different.
Yeah.
Change up. Little Friday change up.
Yeah.
Little Misiorowski change up. Little 92 mile per hour change up on the right side of the plate with a lefty that moved.
The sweater is as good as that change up. It will not disappoint.
Pole
Is that a
position.
sweater? Sweatshirt.
It's a
Sweatshirt,
it's
sweater,
a crew neck sweatshirt.
Yeah, crew neck sweatshirt.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. It's me getting back to my roots.
Love it.
What do you mean?
I'm Native American. I don't. What are you looking at me like that for?
What percent?
My great grandmother was half.
Wait.
So what does that make you?
I don't see how that's Native American.
I see
a camel and an elephant.
Camel,
and a fish.
elephant, the stuff. Yeah. Getting back to my roots.
It seems like
tell me what's getting back to my roots.
hit
I
pole
got
position.
that on both sides. Terrence, baby.
Everyone's got their opinions, but we just happen to think some are better than others. Let's hit the polls. This is Pole Position.
We travel around ESPN Wisconsin's polls from Jim, Matt, and Molly to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy to Wildy and Tausch to the Homer Hour to everything else in between. Do we got a worst poll of the week, Mr. Will?
Yeah, and it's directly to do with our guy, Miz. Could, this one from our friends at Jim, Matt, and Molly, 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN Madison, could Matt Hamilton make contact in 10 pitches against new Brewers pitcher Jacob Misiorowski?
Yeah, this was...
Yeah, that's...
No.
Who typed this?
Wollersheim.
He was probably forced to do it.
Here's the thing. In order to make this a real poll, it would have been like 100,000 pitches.
Mm-hmm.
And he pitches them all straight because you have to rely on his arm wearing out.
You can't throw 100,000 pitches straight.
There is no chance.
I would be.
He would see one pitch because I would feel the same way. Go by. He wouldn't want to stand in the batter's box. He wouldn't know when to swing his bat. It would be contact. Survive that.
Yeah, I would be very nervous even to try to bunt because of how much the reverb or whatever they call it from the bat that
the vibration.
I feel in my head. No,
I'd be afraid to hit a finger.
I think it would be a fun challenge just to sit on a pitch machine at 90 to see if if just down the middle just to see how it goes. But when you have somebody who's pitching with movement at that level of velocity, it does not work.
I don't know how you actually do hit the ball because don't you basically have to be swinging as he's releasing it? I mean, it's moving that fast.
Oh, guys, I got a big announcement.
Baseball.
Tree is back on YouTube.
Tree!
What's that?
Tree's the best. He's on his way to see the Cheese Miz.
He actually
crush Arizona tonight.
Oh, Tree!
Yeah, remember
Tree.
he went to the less miserable. He went
Which
to
I'm
the
confused
concert.
by going to crush Arizona tonight because the Brewers don't play Arizona. Am I missing something, Will? Well, that's Tree for you.
Tree don't.
Tree. I mean, a couple of. Tree thinks it's yesterday. Tree thinks Miz is pitching tonight. Tree, Miz pitched great yesterday. 5 innings, no hits. A little wobbly on the mound and a little calf strain, but they won the game. They play the Cardinals tonight. Freddie Peralta's pitching. All right, Just wants you to know what you're getting into.
He was at that concert. He must have got lost.
He was at Goose when I went to Goose.
We haven't heard from him since he was at Goose.
No, he's been MIA since Goose.
What did y'all have at Goose?
I came back.
Yeah, that's true. He must have had something else.
Pole position. What we got?
All right, this one from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, 7 to 9 here on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. Is Jair Alexander the best draft pick of Brian Gutekunst's tenure as Green Bay Packers GM?
It's close, but no. Because you already signed Jordan Love to a franchise-level quarterback contract, and you think he's going to... I don't know, man. He was all pro.
My stance is he was the best draft pick. Jordan Love was the most important draft pick.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's a little bit like splitting hairs, but he's the best draft pick. He's been the most accomplished and most decorated. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Until Jordan Love actually plays to the level that we believe he can, and right now it is Jair as the best draft pick. And what's sad about it is I don't think Goody's had a clean first-round pick that didn't have any type of question marks around them. It's not good.
There's been no slam dunk.
Hopefully Matthew Golden's the first slam dunk. Can't miss. Thank goodness.
Think about that. He's had, 7 or 8 drafts?
2018.
This is his 8th? And he hasn't had one pick.
Jair, Rashawn Gary, Darnell Savage.
Eric Stokes.
Oh, my God.
Quay Walker.
Devontae. Van Ness. Morgan.
You would think, not even first round, but any round, somebody would be like a bona fide
stud.
A bona fide stud with no baggage, does what you ask, you're excited, you're eager to give him his next contract, Hasn't had one.
Yeah, Rodgers kept him afloat, and then Goody finally found out how to draft in the mid to late rounds, just the last couple seasons, and that really saved his job.
What an interesting draft this year was.
I told you I don't like.
They would see Anthony Belton's name
Never
during
even heard
mandatory
his name since
minicamps.
it was called. He's second-round draft pick.
Kyle,
Folded arms, Kyle.
what about Savion Williams as well?
He dropped a couple balls.
I heard more about Bo Melton than I did Savion Williams.
There's a hot key that says Kyle was right.
Or Kyle's on
Kyle's
to something. Kyle's on to something.
There's one with Brad saying it too.
All right. Don't get greedy now.
I'm just saying.
I think Kyle was onto something.
That's all I'm saying. All we heard about was the first round pick, and before you heard about, oh wow, Evan Williams sounds like he was we hear just little small things. We ain't hear a peep, not a peep
About the second and third round
about
picks.
the second and third round because
What
you're
about the rest of them?
Not
99 will shine.
Baron Sorrell did have some pop plays, they said, but
did he?
Yeah, but I told y'all
it's pretty crazy. I know that Goody thinks long term and free agency is coming up for these offensive linemen that he drafted another offensive lineman
in the second round.
There was a run on defensive ends in the start of the second round.
We still passed on Mike Green.
The Tulane guy?
Mike Green, not Tulane. Mike Green was Marshall, and he went to Baltimore.
Same thing.
Oh, don't worry. We'll hear his name. You'll hear his name during the season. Yeah, he went to Baltimore.
Of course.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. If he went to Baltimore, we're going to hear his name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're going to get. Matter of fact, we might hear his name like week 16, 17.
But who's to say if he didn't come here that he wouldn't just end up like the rest of the defensive linemen that Goody drafts?
That
It's
is
a deep philosophical question right
that
there.
I'm not willing to dive into right now on a Friday at 4:25.
Now y'all done made me mad on a Friday.
I
was feeling good.
Get over it.
No, because what are we doing, Goody? What are we planning for? We're planning for guys to move on next. We're not planning on winning a championship this year. But I get ripped on social
Justin's
media.
going to make you feel worse.
What?
He's the only All-Pro he's ever drafted. That's not good, boys.
Wait. The only one out of all of these drafts, he only drafted one All-Pro.
Yes, this was his
He's got a Pro Bowler.
And then, so this is 8
Sean
drafts.
Gary, it's
and,
Pro Bowl.
and on average, he probably has like 8 or 9 picks per draft.
9 to 10.
Yeah.
Because this year was a small
And it was
one for
8,
him.
I think.
Yeah, so what is that? Probably
64?
70?
Oh, my
70 guys.
Oh, Kyle's going to the weekend.
One guy out of 70 became somebody. And Jordan Love's draft class, they're all somewhere else. Some might be working like us.
That 2020 class was truly remarkable. If Jordan Love didn't turn
Amari
out to be a good
Rodgers is
quarterback-
definitely working like us.
He's probably sitting at a desk like Brad at Baird, but Brad actually made money in the NFL.
That's diabolical.
It is diabolical, boy.
You all right?
Thanks,
Give
guys.
him a good pull. Give him a good pull. Make him happy.
Now I'm looking up these past draft classes. Oh, my God.
This one from Jim Matt-Molly on 100.5 ESPN Madison. Are Giannis' social media antics just trolling, or is he using the media to put pressure on the Bucks?
Yeah.
Good poll.
No, it's not. He's not using social media to put pressure on the. What the hell pressure you put on the Bucks?
I don't know. Are you saying that he's not trying to send a message at all?
Look, if I'm in the Milwaukee Bucks organization, I have his tweet notifications on, and I'm reading into everything.
I would too.
Why don't we just make calls? Like, is there not a line of communication between Giannis and the Bucks?
But maybe he doesn't like where the conversation's currently at, and he's trying to send a message.
What?
It feels like he's calculating.
What message? No.
No, we went too far.
We did go
We went too far.
Jim Matt-Molly, bad poll.
Bad poll.
Great people, bad poll.
Man, you're in a bad mood.
You guys did this to me. now
all of our listeners have missed a energy-filled Friday until you killed all the momentum.
I just want y'all to understand.
Are you looking at all the draft picks and
I'm looking at
realizing that
2020
Jair is the only All-Pro?
Yeah, but A.J. Dillon, who I was all for A.J. Dillon when they drafted him, didn't work out. Josiah DeGuara, I was mad. The very first moment I saw it, I said, I know he didn't. I know he did not
just
do
Josiah DeGuara.
He was a reach. Because they wanted him to be like the kid from
they wanted him to be Kyle Juszczyk.
And so he reached. This is a guy that probably could have fouled.
They wanted him to be like halfback
or
type guy.
And I'm like, what are we doing? We're passing up actual good tight ends to draft a guy for this, and he's just trash. Kamal Martin didn't work out. John Runyon was fine, and the rest of the draft class is gone.
Rough draft class outside of Jordan Love.
Justin, now it's Justin's fault.
Now what, Justin? Why do we want to do this to me?
Josh from Heartland chimes in. Do the Bucks have Giannis' Snapchat? He's not a Gen Zer, though. He don't communicate like that. Yeah. He's old school. He's loyal. He's a millennial. He's also from Greece, so he probably didn't know what Snapchat was when he got here.
Dang.
I guess Snapchat you can have anywhere in the world. Well,
This American here thinks he's greater than anything else.
I am your classic American that like goes places and is like, oh, you guys have this? That's crazy. I thought only we had that.
Wait, you guys actually have clean drinking water here? That's crazy.
Well, I went to Lithuania and I was like, oh man, whoa, give me back to America.
I will say this, regardless of where I go in this world, every time I come back to America, I am so happy.
And the boots are on the ground here.
Oh my goodness, those small places. Like narrow spaces. Everything's tight. Especially in Europe. You're like, what in the world? Like, where's the big houses? Yeah,
where to park?
I'm up getting in that Fiat. no shot at Fiat. I'm sure they're great, but like, come on now, I'm a grown man. Can't stretch out. God bless America.
All right, one more from Jim Matt Molly. We gotta end it on a better note. Which celebrity would you want to attend your wedding? Taylor Swift, The Rock, Adam Sandler, or Giannis?
Giannis.
Ooh, Yanni.
Really?
I don't give a damn. I would be overruled.
Adam Sandler would be awesome at a
would
wedding.
be a lot of fun. He seems like a people person.
He would show up to my wedding looking like a
scrub.
Yeah, like a bum.
Like, hey, you might be Adam Sandler, but hey, we got a dress code here.
Yeah.
Leave the check here, and you got.
I got a Swiftie as a fiance, so I'm getting overruled on that one.
Wow, that's tough. Swiftie as the fiance.
Would you ask her to perform?
I mean, yeah.
I've been up too late.
Just play the hits.
Yeah.
I'd ask Adam Sandler to play some pickup hoops after.
Yeah, good call. Pick up hoops next morning because I don't think I'm going to be allowed to play hoops before the wedding because I've been on a bad injury history.
Your lip is better.
Have you given it up before the wedding?
No, I play on Mondays.
Why? Why don't you just take a little?
This is part of me getting in shape, Brad.
Oh, that's true.
Brad and I have had like very intimate conversations about diet.
He was recording Brad telling him tips or something like that.
Just send to my fiance. Cut out. Carbs are the enemy. Eliminate sugars.
Get sugar out of there.
I'm gonna get tattooed next week.
Yeah,
on my sleeve.
So you always look down and remember. Oh yeah, no sugar.
No sugar.
Wow, the 2021 draft class only has one player left as well.
We've done this. Now you're just taking. This is your own fault. You're taking yourself down.
2020 has one. 2019 has two. Three.
Who?
Rashawn Gary, Elton Jenkins, and Kingsley. Oh no, never mind. I'm thinking of Enagbare. Nope, two. And 2018 has 0.
Draft and develop.
Wow. So you mean wait a minute. So you mean to tell me from his draft class in 2018, not one of the guys made it onto the team until like the age of 29, 30?
Not a lot of second contracts being handed out.
That's awful.
Josh Jackson was part of that.
Yeah, he was. And I wasn't low on Josh Jackson. I thought he could be somebody.
Yeah, because he had a lot of interceptions in college.
Amazing in college. He was too slow, couldn't move.
Too slow.
Yeah.
Is that all you got, Will?
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple more if we want to.
No, you're
drafted
good.
a puncher
You're good.
in the fifth
No, we got to
round
get Kyle out of this mindset.
In the seventh
Oh,
round.
that was the. Oh, God.
That's
my
tough.
God.
Even as a specialist guy, that's
He
tough.
thought he was cooking. He said, watch this.
Was this J.K. Scott?
J.K. Scott in the 5th round.
Oh, no.
And J.K. Scott was there for like 3 years.
He's gone somewhere. Year as a GM.
Also, he picked a punter from Alabama to come to the frozen tundra. That don't translate.
Why would you draft a long snapper? In what world does that make sense? They can't. They got to be. I mean,
Kyle's in a bad place.
No,
Yeah,
you got to be good.
Like airing of grievances.
Can't you just not draft one and just pay somebody more money? As an unrestricted.
There's generally
undrafted?
plenty of great undrafted ones available. Punters too.
Gosh,
it's not Brad Nortman. You grabbed him in the 6th.
Yeah, that's right. End of the 6th too.
How about Bank 5-9?
Oh, I'll tell you what, Bank 5-9, I'm always drafting them when it comes to handling my finances. And it's probably that time where it's a Friday, you're driving home, you've cashed that check. Time to have that check, make sure it's doing a little bit of working for you. And Bank 5-9 can make sure that it is. It could be anything. It could be going to a checking account, a savings account, a loan, CDs, tons of great CD options for you. There is something for you when it comes to Bank 5-9 and touching every area of your financial life because it's too important. It's too important to leave just to anybody. That's why Bank 5-9 is your go-to location because they're making lives better. That is their mission statement. Make lives better. They absolutely make lives better for their customers, but their employees too, who always find themselves as a top employer in the area. And more importantly, the several hundred nonprofits and volunteer hours that they're giving both financially and with their time, because they are dedicated to make lives better in every single way. So if you're looking for that true local community bank, Bank 59 is your go-to location. Check them out at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Now I'm actually curious. What is Josiah DeGuara's career right now?
Retired.
He can't be retired?
The league retired him.
Oh, like actual job.
That's football.
Oh, you mean what is actual job?
Might be on
now?
LinkedIn.
Let's.
ChatGPT. I couldn't find specific information on Josiah DeGuara's job currently.
Oh no, that's how.
That's football.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
When I'm again doing the Pack Arena, and as a shareholder, when I'm sizing up my ring,
right now.
1 pack of 2, pack of 3, pack Arena.
Hey. On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound on 43 heading through the Marquette interchange. We got the center lane blocked with a broken down vehicle. So watch out for that. It's already going to be heavy coming in from before Capitol Drive down through the Marquette to the KK River crossing. Northbound's backed up out of the Marquette all the way up towards Keefe. Westbound 94, watch for delays from about 27th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Back on the brakes from about Springdale Road all the way to about 164. Eastbound is slowing down from the Zoo interchange through the Stadium interchange. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Mostly cloudy skies, a low of 55. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 70 at the lake, 78 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The deals are heating up at the Summer Savings Event all summer long at Cunis. Get the hottest savings of the year at nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and the new Cunis Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. We have sizzling new vehicle specials on the most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Or with one of our 10 pre-owned super specials, you'll be swimming in a pool of savings. Plus, keep your vehicle refreshed with our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear Lifetime Powertrain Warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Get outside and enjoy the Summer Savings Event at Cunis. Start your search online at CunisMilwaukee.com.
Rivals meet again when the Brewers battle the Cardinals June 12th through the 15th. Come for a duel between the Contreras brothers on the diamond and stay for one of the best weekends of summer. It's Tropical Day, Saturday, June 14th, featuring a Brewers straw hat with special tickets. Then take Dad to the Father's Day game for a Barrelman cooler giveaway on June 15th. It doesn't get any better than this. Get in on the action at Brewers.com.
Sip into a flawless summer. Hey, it's KBN's Brad Nortman. Let carbless, ready-to-drink cocktails be your passport to pool parties, patio hangouts, cookouts, and pure summer bliss. Carbless is here to spark a summer of flavor and fun. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, just 100 calories, and of course, all the good vibes. From fruity flavors to refreshing fizz, Carbless stands out in a sea of same-old seltzers. See what flavors fit your summer. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com and enter to win a flawless summer prize pack today.
It's WTMJ's Brandon Stein for Wisconsin Harley-Davidson. The road is calling, and Wisconsin Harley-Davidson has you covered with amazing rides in June. On Saturday, June 14th, you have 2 rides to choose from, either Dogs and Hogs or Sign Effects Ride for veterans. Then Saturday, June 21st, it's the Wisconsin Hero Outdoors Ride for veterans. 2 amazing rides for 2 amazing causes. All info for these rides can be found at wishd.com or find them on Facebook under their events. Wisconsin Harley-Davidson, your destination dealer.
All you have is one chance after an accident, one decision on who to call, one shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I thought I had it all together, but I was led astray.
We have an important question from Tree on YouTube. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. 94.5 ESPN. On a different note, guys, I know some of y'all are dads, and I just came home before the Brewer game, as he thought today was the day that Jacob Misiorowski was pitching. His goldfish died. It was like his mini koi fish. It was living forever in my kid. He is 2.5. My son's too young to help me bury the goldfish. Should we do it before or after the Brewers game?
Wait, bury a goldfish?
Did he
bury it?
He says like his kid.
What happened to just flushing it down the toilet?
Is that safe for the environment? It should be because they get in the water and they float. Yeah,
right.
I don't. You know what, Tree? I'm with Brad. Don't mess up the property value of your home by digging up the yard. The worst thing you do is you sell the home and other kids go and play, and all of a sudden they dig up a dead goldfish. That'd be a little scarring for us. Or maybe even your kid gets older and digs it up on accident.
When we were looking for homes back in 2022, we would come across a couple of backyards.
Homes. You weren't looking for homes.
You were looking for mansions.
When we perused some estates, we would come across areas of the backyard, and they would have like a grave site for their dog.
Oh my God.
Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike discovered that there's a dead dog buried in his backyard.
No way. It's kind of troubling. Like, what do you do?
What do you mean? What do you do? You're gonna take the stone out and unbury the dog?
I'm saying it was a
deal. Out my yard.
Oh, wait, what?
What?
No, you're not digging up dog bones.
They need to disclose that when they sell the home, that there is a dead dog buried in the backyard. That's bad for the property value.
The ghost of Scooby.
Who wants to live there?
There were 2 homes that we went through and did that, and it was like a deal breaker. It's like, it's creepy. I don't want a dog.
You're telling me if you got a great price, on one of these estates, but they had the gravestone for the dead dog, you wouldn't pull the trigger.
That's so weird. We're gonna sue your ass. Brad, you're looking at the country, boy.
Could I remove the tombstone?
Yeah, right. The kid's going outside.
Like, if I can remove the tombstone, I can maybe get over it and let decomposition take its role. But there's like a legit gravestone. Fido died here.
That is messed up.
11 years old.
I would have wrote
Fido.
I would have wrote the contract. Y'all gonna have to excavate. Y'all gonna have to excavate and ship that dog body somewhere else. Can't stay.
You're saying you would.
In the contract, I would tell my boy, shout out to Jeremy, my real estate agent. I say, Jeremy, listen, man, I want the house, but they gotta move that dead dog.
Like there are things you negotiate in the closing.
Gotta get some bones out. Addendum 7. Dead dog got to go. Bones got to go. That's what I would say. Like, it got to go, man.
Oh, that's
and then we need to bring some spiritual person, get them spirits up out of here. Ain't no way. Y'all laughing. I'm dead ass here. If it's a good deal, I said, listen,
can't pass up the house.
Can't pass up the house. Cannot.
Where they said no, dog stays.
But it's the best house you could ever imagine. It's your dream home.
I would have to remove the headstone.
I
could get over the bones.
I would have to have somebody remove the dog. I'm not having dead dog bones in the backyard for my kids. They Wallaces, so they might be digging and playing around back there. And then one day I got.
Wait, why do you assume that your kids will be just because they're Wallaces? All kids dig around.
I'm just saying. I did some things.
What did you used to dig up?
I didn't dig. I had some friends that did some stupid stuff.
Such as?
Well, I mean, I don't want to. Well, when I was a kid, you talk about the Kia boys. Maybe I was a Kia boy when I was younger. Not like that.
Well, you stole cars?
I didn't. My friend pulled up in a stolen car. I said,
whoa,
let's ride.
You jumped in?
I was 12 years old. I didn't know.
12 years old?
I was
How
riding.
old was the driver?
13, 14.
Come on. You're lying right now.
Yeah, you a lie.
A 13-year-old in a stolen car?
So what had happened was
Kyle.
What had happened was this.
Wait, does Mama and Dad of Wallace know this?
Probably not, but it is what it is.
Okay.
I can't wait for them to ask you the next time he brings pizza over.
It wasn't a stolen car. It was a borrowed car. So the neighbor, one of the neighbors in the subdivision I grew up in, shout out to Mac Acres, the subdivision is the fact that, one of the neighbors, older gentleman, he left his garage door open and up in the keys in the car. It was the same neighborhood. He left his keys in the car.
Not safe enough.
And so we used to play basketball on his hoop.
And then you
stole his car?
He
Use his basketball hoop?
He was a nice man.
Steal the car. I just so happened to be kicking it, and they pulled up in the vehicle. And I said, that looks familiar. And they said, come on, we riding. I said, well, okay. So we rode, and then I just remember, like, some adults in the neighborhood just saw the kids was like, y'all not supposed to be in that car. And we just left it on the side of the road. We ran.
You didn't even pull it back in the garage? You didn't return it?
You know what? I'm done incriminating myself. I did not steal the car. Listen,
you are an accessory to theft.
Yeah, you're an accomplice.
I did joyride in the vehicle. We're going to sue your ass. It was fantastic.
You paid this gentleman for letting him use your basketball hoop. Not you. Somebody else.
I didn't steal it. They just popped up, and then I got to drive it a little bit. It was fun.
So you drove.
Oh, my God.
You drove?
I was 12.
Did you hit anything?
No, we were just in the neighborhood.
How'd you get to the gas pedal?
Dude, what do you mean? You just
like
moved the
two
seat up.
eyes
We
and a couple knuckles?
were kids. We were young.
Is that what kids do?
Yeah, hell yeah. Kids not steal cars. They borrowed a vehicle and we just drove it around.
You drove.
I test drove it.
You incriminated yourself.
I test drove for a little. I was nervous as hell. I was like,
you should be.
Shoes. I was a good kid, but like, that's what I'm saying. Wallace is. So I don't want my little kid digging up bones.
Yeah, if Kyle would do that in a car like that, there's no telling what they'd do with dead dog bones.
Do you all ever think about, because you two, you have children, you have adopted, or not, foster children, and have a baby on the way. Are y'all ever nervous? Think about the stuff that you did and be like, boy, I hope my child doesn't do any of this.
No, I'm worried about what my fiance did.
Oh, wow.
And she's a girl.
The quote that I heard from her brother at the bachelor party to Greg Scalzo was that Elizabeth broke her parents.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, your fiance?
Yeah.
I can't see
High school.
that. She seems so sweet. She is so sweet.
What number is she in the order of the
3?
4? Oh.
Neglected middle child, maybe?
Yeah,
wow.
Oh, I bet.
Looking
she
for
was
attention.
the baby.
So it was,
then the other one came around, huh?
It was like, all right, I'm going to this party. Like, there's nothing you can do about it.
Dang.
I hope your daughter don't.
And you got a daughter.
And I never drank until I got to college.
Oh, and you're
in trouble.
Let me tell you something.
So I don't know how I'm gonna handle this.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I grew up in Milwaukee, but I went to school in the community that you live in. Keep your eye on that. They start them young. What's
the male version of the North Shore Nancy? Am I gonna turn into that?
Nick. North Shore Nick.
All right, so I'm gonna have the binoculars out.
Yeah, I'm telling you this right. I never forget my sophomore year.
Cameron just chimed in on Kyle's boosting cars.
What boosting car? I didn't do it. We went for a joyride in the neighbor's car.
We just heard the origin story of the Kia Boys.
Yeah.
Kyle, you created history.
The keys were in it. They were already in it. We didn't start it. Well, they didn't start. They just pulled up. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was so funny. Kyle, come outside. Oh my gosh, we shouldn't be doing this.
Homer next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a seam head now. You can call me whatever you want.
Oh, seam head.
I don't even know what that is.
That means I'm a baseball dork. All I do is sit and watch MLB Big Inning at night.
Seam head. I've never heard that before.
This is because you're not a seam head.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on June 17th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in June 17th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check out your local listings to watch the game.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
Gear up for Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Now through August 17th. Play free daily in the Quick Rewards app and earn bonus plays with every eligible purchase. Grab one with hot food. That's 2 bonus plays. Each week, the cash prize climbs by $5,000, all the way to a $250,000 grand prize. So open the app and get climbing. Your summer, your climb, your win. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents residing in Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, Michigan, South Dakota, North Dakota, or Wisconsin. Ends August 17th. Bonus plays require qualifying purchase. See full rules at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
It doesn't get any headlines just to be silently good. Big Fish Contracting, we say renovating homes, redeeming an industry.
It's so much more than just, okay, we're replacing your roof.
We're not only educating homeowners, but we're getting to know them and allowing them an opportunity to get to know us. I mean, there's just such beauty in it, you know? If anyone is considering reaching out to us,
or you can check us out on our website, bigfishcontracting.com.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I just went to go get some water, and I had a realization. As I just talked about at my bachelor party when my fiance's brother told my best man, Greg Scalzo. So what was Elizabeth like with the parents? And he said, she broke my parents. And so now I was thinking, you know, it wasn't too long ago, maybe 2 days ago, that I went to go pick up my daughter from daycare, and she ran at me with the biggest smile in the world.
Oh,
boy, that's a lot.
She stopped right in her tracks, turned around and giggled, ran away.
Oh
no, she didn't.
Oh,
I'm talking about a 16-month-old
toying with your heart
already. And I said, this is Elizabeth's child.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Wow. That's next level thinking right there.
Already? She's pulling fast ones on me already?
Yeah, she already knows.
And she knows she can pull it on you because
of course.
she's
you ain't got no choice.
Wrapped around her finger.
Oh man, gosh. At 16 months, I'm already doomed.
Doomed.
Did you tell her, hey,
no, you're not. That's garbage. Come on. What do you put that? He's doomed to anything.
Oh, I mean, he's probably going to be a little bit of pushover. He's kids.
No, he's not going to be a pushover.
I definitely won't be. She will be.
You don't think with your daughter, you don't think he'll be a pushover?
Mm-mm. Not when it comes to partying.
Man, boy, I'm telling you, You've already changed since you had a child. If you had a boy, it'd be a little bit different. You'd probably still be a little wild. You had a daughter. You've changed a little bit, man. I'm telling you. Once she gets 3 or 4, Daddy. I'm telling you, boy. Just wait on it.
What do you know?
My friend has a little daughter. She's 4. And anytime she comes around, she can tell me to do anything. I second anything she said. I want this. Give her that, man. Give her what she wants. Matter of fact, at my birthday party, she wanted to stay to be able to, because she wanted to sing happy birthday. And so he wasn't going to let her stay to sing happy birthday because we weren't going to do it.
Let her stay.
Everybody said, let her stay.
And you started that.
We all chanted it, and she started, and he said, okay, here we go.
Speaking of the last segment where we were talking about flushing goldfish down the toilet, Homer, you got something?
Yeah, I was on Channel 12 doing the sports, and I said, this won't happen. If it happens, I'll eat a goldfish on the show, on the sports.
Wait, you ate a goldfish?
Must have been the Bucks doing something, so they lost it. I had to go buy a goldfish.
Live?
But yeah,
live goldfish.
Live goldfish. So I walk on and say this, do this, put it on my mouth, swallow. It's the easiest thing in the world.
Wait a minute, Homer. You bought a pet to eat.
It's a goldfish.
Alive.
Wait a minute. Wait, Homer. Wait. Did you tell Pet Supply Plus what you was trying to do?
What do you think?
Did they realize you're gonna have a happy?
I'll have one Monday. I'll do one Monday on my radio show if you want.
You didn't check. You forgot the food.
Yes.
Yeah, you forgot to check out with the food, sir.
You need a tank.
This is the guy who stole a car. Now he's worried about a goldfish.
I didn't kill nobody.
All right, okay. So
did you see it on the way out?
What?
Did you see it on the way out of your body?
No, I mean, I don't.
Did you take a bite or just swallow?
No, you just swallow it. I'm not taking a bite and go like that. Gone.
Was it wiggling around your stomach?
No, it was the easiest thing to do in the world. Anyway, I get back to my studio and I say I got a phone call. I said, I've never had a phone call. I have a call. Yes, this is Pat. I'm 9 years old. You didn't really eat that goldfish, did you? What'd I tell him?
No.
And then I went home.
Traumatized Pat.
And lied as well. Then I went home, and our youngest son goes, "What happened to the goldfish?" Because it'd been with water and stuff like that.
You should have brought him a goldfish
gave it
home.
to somebody else.
You should have bought 2 goldfish, one to eat, one to keep.
Homer, what? And why did you just offer to eat? Homer,
I was said this will never happen. This will never happen. There's no way the Bucks will lose 20 in a row, whatever they did. And then they did, so I had to.
Why
eat the
did you just
goldfish.
offer to do this again in 2025, Homer?
I'll do it Monday on the show.
No.
Oh,
yeah.
way too
You
willing.
need to talk
way
to your.
too willing, Homer.
Yeah, you need to talk to your doctor to make sure that's okay.
What?
You need to talk to your
with you.
doctor to make sure that's okay. You shouldn't be eating no goldfish.
There, 2 left in the world? There'll only be 1 if I. Goldfish?
Why are you so
I don't
easily
think that's
willing
healthy.
to eat a goldfish?
Because it's a goldfish.
Is eating a goldfish.
But it's a little disturbing.
Is it really?
Gross. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a live animal.
Swallowing a live goldfish can lead to serious health complications.
That's
goldfish
garbage.
may carry parasites, bacteria,
fine, yes.
You got to remember.
I'll eat a goldfish every day for a week to prove that that's crap.
Don't do this right now, Homer. I like you. I want you around. So I've seen your grandkids around. They want you around.
If I would have known it was going to bother so many people, I probably wouldn't have done it. I didn't know that it was.
Homer,
Are you bothered by someone swallowing a goldfish?
A, I think is odd. B, Homer, at your age, and I care about you. I know,
I know you want to take care of me.
He wants to be. He wants to wipe your body.
I should have checked if he thought it was okay.
Yes, you got to check with him first.
I didn't know you were. I would have.
He tells you.
He tells you what I should do.
Could make you sick, and what you can do in your 50s, you can't do in your 70s. I'm just
Does
looking
it
out
say you can do it in your 50s and you can't in your 70s? It is no mention of age.
Okay, Homer, listen. Go ahead, eat a goldfish. Eat a goldfish. And your stomach is turning for the whole
Did you feel
show.
bad?
No,
What would happen if a
I
70-year-old?
felt bad
Not in the
when I
slightest?
realized. I felt bad when I realized kids were watching and might have been bothered by it.
You did
Oh, that's right. It was TV.
Yes, the kid called. It's the only call I ever got in 12 years on
You
TV.
could get salmonella.
This is Pat.
Parasites.
You didn't eat that goldfish, did you? Nope, I didn't. But I made it look good.
Goldfish themselves are not particularly nutritious for humans. They contain some
kidding.
protein,
Okay.
but not provide significant health
I've never
benefits
seen
to those that are
somebody
70.
so upset about people caring about their health and well-being.
It's also saying for a 70-year-old who might have a weaker immune system, also a higher risk of choking. We lose Homer to choking a goldfish.
I didn't pick the biggest goldfish. I picked the smaller goldfish. The smallest one I can find, or one of the small ones.
Homer, you are just one of a kind.
Sorry I brought it up.
No, it's all good. I loved it.
Yeah. I love you.
More of this man in 2 minutes. Have a good weekend.
If you want your body to move, tell me, baby, how you gonna do it if you really don't?
Southbound on 43 heading through the Marquette interchange. We got the center lane blocked with a broken down vehicle. So watch out for that. It's already going to be heavy coming in from before Capitol Drive down through the Marquette to the KK River crossing. Northbound's backed up